Hello. Hi, Joe. Welcome in. Welcome to the channel. Hi, everyone. How is everybody? Let's start with that. How are you all doing out there? How's it going? Let's start there. And then we'll get to the tarot reading. Okay? Okay. It's good to see everyone. These damn YouTube ads. Who's in the way? Welcome in. Welcome in, Shine, baby Shine. Hello, Jill. Hello, Fire and Ice. If you're a member, I do plan on going live, members only, after the video, after this live video. Now, this is going to be about the next 2 months. It may pick up past tense energy, it may pick up current energy or future energy. Just bear that in mind. Okay, it's good to see everybody. It's good to see you all. For once, the computer chat is actually faster than my phone. What the hell? It's a brand new phone. That shouldn't be happening. Let's try it again. All right, now I see more people. Welcome in, and remember to hit that like button, please, and thank you. Hi, Tabria. If I botched it completely, I totally fucked your name up. I'm sorry. All right. Beatnik, what's up? Diane, hello. Julie B, hello. Hello, Julie. Minute to myself. It's been a long couple of weeks, I'll tell you. Well, we have a new tarot deck we're going to use tonight. It's the Silver Witchcraft Tarot. We're going to see what we get. We'll see where we go with it. I'll wait for people to find that we're active. I'll give it a minute or two, maybe 3. Then we'll start. I did promise that I would start with Pisces first. So, Pisces, you get to be the first one on the board. If I recall, if my memory serves me right, I kind of shortened your reading because I was in a rush. I made it to work I think I was like a minute or 2 late. It's like, fuck. Because I was like perfect timing, but they give you time to be there and all that jazz. But I like to get there I like to get there right on time, or have like a minute before I have to walk in. Not that night. I've had that happen. I had that happen like 3 nights in a row actually. Where I was like, son of a bitch. You know, oh well, just going. Well, the sweating coffee is cleaning my table. Let's see what people are saying. Yes, it's early. You're going to see me for the next couple days. I know I've been, SOL, or that's the wrong saying, shit out of luck, or it seems like shit out of luck or shit out of performance, really, with the internet, but you'll see me because I have a little bit of, as long as I'm getting enough sleep, you'll be seeing me. Thank you for the super sticker. Appreciate it. Oh, I'll show you something else, too. It was $12. My favorite number. It's 12 zodiac signs. There's 12 months. Realistically, there's probably 13 or more angels, but they usually go to the number 12. It's $12. Got a new pendulum, by the way. I was drawn to it, so I picked that one out. I haven't even used that one. I have used it once. I can't fib on that. I have used it once. I don't remember on what the reasoning was for. I know I did. Oh, I used it in the store. I picked that one up and another one up that I thought the chain was a little longer, and I'm like, I kind of want the longer chain. And I'm like, which one do I go with? And it told me to go with the first one I touched, so that's what I did. All right. Welcome in. All right, so let me show you the tarot deck we're going to be playing around with right here. Get my face out of the screen. Here we go. Okay, it's good to see everyone. Let me throw Pisces up on the board. Excuse me. Pisces. All right, got you up there. It's too bright, and I look orange, so we're gonna play with that too. I'll fix that real quick. I don't know why I always look so goddamn orange. It's ridiculous. Maybe if I shut that off. I might have to make it dark in here. Maybe that'll fix it. We'll see. It's not so orange anymore. Maybe a little bit. Okay, that's better. Here we go. Show me the next 2 months for the zodiac sign of Pisces. Sun, moon, or rising. Welcome in from Ecuador. Welcome in. Well, that didn't understand, so we'll start there. Why do I get with... So I get the energy on Pisces, like with the tarot and just sitting here trying to feel out what's going on with Pisces. Like if there's been any challenges in life, you really don't want to have to be stuck to it. I feel a very low tolerance energy for anything that feels like it's a waste of your time. This could have to do with relationships, whether it's strictly platonic or it's more. Some of you, it's platonic. A lot of you, it's platonic energy I'm picking up. Here we go. Not letting things get to you. Here we go. What do we got? Others of you, it's just knowing you should work on that. Here we go. Page of Wands reversed. You're not going to want to communicate with. So that there could definitely be a water sign, earth sign, or a fire sign that you're not willing to communicate with. You may have just feel like the connection's broken. It isn't the correct judgment or outcome at this time. It just made something about feeling off. The world reversed. Maybe it's come to its completion. It doesn't feel renewable for whatever reason. I don't want to say you come off like you don't want to be irritated, but it's like you want to be unbothered is the correct words. Some of you, okay, I feel like this is getting into your own thoughts. Some of you, if this hasn't happened, it'll come to the conclusion where if you did give a listening ear, you're gonna listen, but you're gonna be like, well, what the fuck am I wasting my time for kind of energy? Or like you're gonna see the difference with the way they view things and the way you view things. And you may have a hard time recognizing that it's just better off to not really worry about the way you view it versus they view it. I get like a child's play energy. Like you may feel like people aren't talking to you seriously enough, or aren't valuing you serious enough. This is going to be something you have to really be close to see. Like in other words, you might have to step back and really look at it for what it is. Here we go. What else is here? Clarify it. Pisces. Clarify it. So have you already made up your mind with this decision? Because that's kind of what it's telling me. With the Queen of Pentacles, it's almost, I feel like you have your foot forward. I feel like you're trying to stay focused on progress. Um, why does it? I get the energy like you could be trying to. So some of you could like with a friend or a relationship, you could pretend like you're fascinated when you're not, and you know what you're doing. Is what I'm getting out of this. The five of chalices in reverse. I just get this. I don't want to be bothered. The Knight of Swords. If it has any drama or conflict attached to it, or makes you feel uneasy or uncertain about it, clarify that. You're not going to communicate. You'll stop communicating with the individual. You won't communicate. You won't show up for them, or you'll expect that they'll recognize you don't want to communicate. So you have like this. I want to be left alone energy, unless it's love. What the reading's telling me is you don't want to be. So I get it's like a platonic relationship. It's a friendship. This is a friendship. It could be a woman and a woman. You're friends with another woman. It could be you're friends with a man, and you're not going to make time for it, or you're not going to connect as well as your bond's not going to be as strong as it once was. All right, I said it. Your bond is going down the shithole. It's going down the toilet. um Maybe you're outgrowing each other. Maybe you're focusing on your strengths and weaknesses. They're trying to do the same, but they're struggling more than you, or you just can't see eye to eye. It's something like that. Here we go. Some of you, it's a matter about investing in love and if you should put the effort in again. Does that sound familiar? Does that sound familiar for some of you out there? Some of you, it's about, do I accept a love proposal or go after the option of love? And I feel like you're trying to become stronger with the thoughts or feelings of what to do next. Okay, okay. I'll give you a little bit. Your reading is going to be a little long. One, because I like that you're going to be I get that Pisces mindset is in a very challenging mindset. Um, you don't feel unpredictable to me right now. You do not feel unpredictable. Uh, to the person on the other side, you're unpredictable. But I do feel like that has to do with a hindrance in their life. Basically, like an inner child conflict or wound they have not healed. Um, and I get like you noticed it, you tried to work with it, but the tarot's not really telling me this. I'm just telling you what I'm getting fucking psychically. All right, I gotta be real. I get that like you noticed it, but you're like, what the fuck am I doing? Kind of energy. There you are. Well, there. Are you trusting yourself? The bar. I feel like you're at the. I feel like you're at the top of the ladder. Something about the. So some of you, it's about committing to trusting a love situation from scratch, rebuilding it from scratch, starting over, reinvesting in a love opportunity. Um, Trying to tell yourself that you're ready for it or waiting for the right arrival or been wondering why it's not showing up. Something about why the fuck isn't it showing up? Keep showing up on you guys. Like at times you try to get upset about it, but you try to put your mind on other shit. What the hell? All right, the Three of Pentacles. You're willing to put the work in. And I feel the messages, you may have to trust that you got to start putting more work in towards what you want to manifest. With the Star in reverse, the Five of Swords, you may have dealt with a lot of things that that felt very either betrayal, backstabbish, or just didn't give you clear result, or you didn't get much truth out of a situation. Some of you may find yourself taking longer showers. Why am I getting this? But I just saw like the shower, the steam, and you not getting your ass out of the shower. The fuck? All right, here we go. Showed me the steam, the shower. Didn't show me the naked lady though. The Emperor. What are you doing in the shower? Are you fantasizing in the shower? That could be what you're doing. You could also be trying to manifest the nature of the next great action in love with that Emperor energy. clarify the Magician, the Five of Swords, and the Emperor. I want to see what it says, what it makes me feel. Hold on one second. So was there a situation that you moved towards that you had to move away and that kind of just was like a flat tire that you couldn't put Fix-A-Flat in it? I feel like there was something that you invested in that you recognized it wasn't really worth your time. And now I feel like the energy around you, what I think has happened for a lot of you is you've looked at what you invested in and you don't want to dread about the investment you were going after. I feel more or less, Pisces, you recognized that somebody tried to dupe you. You wanted to move towards it. May have even tried to reconcile. I get reconcile energy with the Emperor and the Six of Swords. Like you wanted to reconcile it until you had no choice but with the Empress, but to look away from it and to accept that it may just be dead as a doornail. The Knight of Chalices. Others of you, okay, I get this. So others of you may also have the option of new love interests coming towards you. Clarify. I want clarification for Pisces. What's going on? Oh, fell out. The Wheel. I feel like things are going to start turning in your favor. This is going to be awkward. I don't like to say stuff like this for Pisces or for any sign. Well, I do say it once in a while if I feel like you're not doing it. I get all like this weird energy of like, I got to express what they need to do. Well, with you, Pisces, what I'm seeing, it looks like you have opportunity. Basically, opportunity awaits. Opportunity wants to knock at your door. The best advice I could give you sitting at this computer, do something about it. Go after it. Entertain it. Even if you may not feel 100% ready and you're telling yourself you're 110% ready, if you do nothing, you expect nothing kind of energy. I feel the need to say that to Pisces. Some of you, this is on a business sense, relocating. Others of you, this is towards that opportunity, putting yourself in the right place at the right time. Here we go. Being available when you need to be. Ace of Swords speaks about getting truth and clarity. Some of you may need to adapt to knowing that that's going to be the ticket. The Ten of Pentacles reversed and the Chariot. You may have spent a lot of time talking to family or hanging out with family as well, avoiding the process of putting yourself in those situations as far as finding the next connection. Being at the right place at the right time kind of energy. And I feel like you need to work more on that for whatever reason. Two of Wands, make the decision and build towards it, grow towards it. I feel like the message for you is it could create one thing. Bottom of the deck, Ace of Wands, great passion, probably a happiness you've been waiting for. With the Sun card reversed, a happiness you've been waiting for. The Eight of Wands, it's starting to really represent like power, passion. The Nine of Swords, I think you're tired of sitting at home and looking out the window or feeling like it's time to give up as well. The Tower, the change is wanting to show up. Some of you have been trying not to stress about financial matters as well, or you may be needing to be a little more careful with what you do in your time, with your money. Four of Swords, how you spend it. Four of Swords, Four of Pentacles. Clarify that. You're kind of like, this woman's getting grounded, and that came out after I said that. I feel like you need to focus on staying grounded. And I don't think it's just on a money thing. I feel like it's like with really seeing what you want and telling yourself what you want and like pushing forward, making it happen. I feel like if anybody could make it happen right now, there's no reason you couldn't. Something like that needs to be said to the zodiac sign of Pisces. The King of Swords. Start the communication. But the easiest way, I get what the message is through the tarot. I get what it's trying to tell me. Sometimes, look at this, in a love situation, because this can relate to what I'm going to say. So I feel like you need to start renewed communication. Because I do feel like the Five of Wands, there was too much push and pull energy on something you cared about. I do feel like there was a lot of restraint in a love situation, something that didn't land on its feet or come even close. So it's a relationship you were expecting to explode, but it never even imploded, or like it never even expanded enough, whatever that's about. Here we go. Anything else for Pisces? Show me. I'm gonna pick them up and I'm gonna ask something else for you. I just want to see what we get. All right. Here we go. However, if there's somebody out there and you're a Pisces, just you may need to change the oil in the car, or you may be sick of the car. Maybe go do something for yourself. Go look for a car. With that chair reversed, I feel like that was your energy of not wanting to be bothered or not going after things you want to change. That you should change. I don't feel like Pisces wants to sit back and feel stuck, but I do feel like a lot of the time you've been sitting. This is more or less for the Pisces that hasn't been getting out as much as they'd like. If you're getting out every night, I'm probably not reading your energy. Maybe bits and pieces of it, but probably not the majority of your energy while I'm openly reading a bunch of different people. Here we go. Show me something for Pisces. That's what I'm going to say. Show me something for Pisces, please. Whatever you can show us. What's the message for the zodiac sign of Pisces? I'm curious. I get so curious sometimes, and for some reason I'm curious. And I split it. So are you learning to trust? I think you're learning to trust where to go or where to move towards passion. So some of you are going to be very creative at this time, or you've been thinking about how to become more creative or focus. Some of you, it's either you want to focus on staying. I get this weird creative nature on you. You could also be learning how to basically trust. Some of you, it's about trusting that the good things can show up, believing that the happiness, like passion. Some of you, it's work. It's work or love. With that apple, I just get this, like, you have this mentality where you may be focusing on work or the celebration of another. Four of Wands energy. Only card that didn't want to come out, or that fell out, like facing me. Why is it Ace of Swords and the Two of Pentacles reversed though? Show me something else. Clarify this for Pisces. What do we have? What is the message here on these two cards in front of me? What do you want to say to Pisces? Ooh, three. Three came out. All reversed. You have to be kidding me. You're ready. It's telling me that you're ready, or you're hoping. I feel that a lot of you guys may have gotten a relationship. I'm going to tell you what I'm feeling on your energy, just from looking down at the tarot real quick. I do feel like I'm reading a woman or women. This could be some men out there, but I feel like this part of the reading is strictly women. I just get this, and there's the broke down car, or maybe worried about finances. It's either broken car, finances, or not wanting to stress about finances, car, and love. I get like all three. But what I'm going to show you, you started with the High Priestess, you went to the Ace of Wands, you went to the Six of Swords. So I do feel like you want to invest not only in being creative or opening up passion and having somebody share the ride with you, that there's two people in that boat. I get this energy with the Ace of Swords and the Two of Pentacles. This is weird, but this is for the Pisces. If you're a Pisces and you've been single for a while, or even if you entertained a relationship that did not go beyond a year or two, and you were single for a while before that or after, whatever that's all about, I get the energy like you've been okay on your own with the Eight of Wands in reverse, the High Priestess again in reverse, the Wheel, and the Ace of Chalices. I feel like you're looking for somebody to be on, like, basically when you guys have intimate relationship, when you and somebody else have an intimate relationship, what it's showing me is you want to both kind of feel each other out in that alone time on a psychic sense, or it has a lot of passion, but also almost feeling like you're sharing the same body or soul at once, something like that. Um, in the next relationship, it looks like so essentially the easy way to explain this is what it's showing me is you want to find somebody who's going to be very spiritually open for the next relationship. And if it's telling me that, it's probably because the last person was not that spiritual, or if they told you they were full of shit. I'm going to tell you what I feel, what I think. Half the time I think something, it's correct, whether I want it to be correct or not. Imagine dealing with that. Just think about that for the Pisces, any zodiac sign watching. I want you to imagine dealing with that shit. How much how much it should frustrate you. But you get comfortable with what you understand. Sometimes you have to learn patience or be patient, practical. There is somebody that I do feel like if you were trying to connect with them, potential fire sign, you either blocked them, they blocked you, or you've had no communication. And it's definitely most likely a fire or an earth sign, by the way. The moon, there you are. And the Three of Wands. It's a lack of connection. The Three of Wands is reversed, and they weren't telling you everything that you needed to know. They may have, I get the energy like they told you what you wanted to hear, but they didn't tell you everything you wanted to know. I do not feel like you communicate with this person. I feel like you're finally clearing up the heart issues of the situation or the stress of it, not letting it mentally affect your health stressfully, or letting your heart heal with that Three of Swords energy. The Queen of Wands reversed. It definitely might have been a fire sign. That's Leo energy. The Star reversed. The Hanged Man. The Ten of Swords. The Graveyard. Kind of like the Graveyard, the Devil reversed. The Queen. I feel like you let it go and you're accepting change this time. Change in the Tower. Some of you also may have been worried about somebody passing on. Some of you may have been worried about somebody passing on or had the thoughts of somebody, a love connection. Well, it doesn't have to be somebody you shared the room with, or produced babies with. It could be a family or a friend that keeps ringing bells, that you think about that's gone. It also could be you worrying about somebody that you think's health is not doing so well, or that their health is not doing that well. Why? Justice, the Two of Chalices. So I think you let go. I think you got tired of somebody playing games. This is what the reading's telling me. I feel like you got tired of lack of trust with the situation. Somebody feels like I feel like you dealt with something that wasn't making you feel comfortable. Some of you, it was either a high ball of stress you carried, or it was irritating because you wanted to believe, like, on a positive note, what was going on. And I feel like the only thing that could reveal itself was time itself for you to really see it for what it is. I feel like that's how it kind of, I feel like that's how it like if there was water leaking into the boat and you were trying to plug the hole, the water got through that plugged hole kind of energy. And I think this is something you would have already dealt with, that part. The Knight of Swords, the Nine of Wands. They may have been talking to somebody else, or not really sharing enough time for you. I feel like they weren't giving enough time to you. And I feel like that's why you put this behind you. And I feel like it was making you really own your own self-respect and your own self-love. I get like it kind of, if you master anything, it was how to love yourself a little more unconditionally. That's what I'm seeing for the zodiac sign of Pisces. You might have recognized the Knight of Cups that this wasn't your Prince Charming. It did upset you, it tells me. The Fool, the Emperor. It tells me that it might have upsetted you until you recognized you kind of knew you should have trusted yourself a little bit more. And that might have been the side message I was missing with the high priestess and the high priestess, because it was a high priestess woman. And way back here, there's a high priestess man under here. Here's the man, and here's the high priestess woman that we started with. I do also feel, though, that is a connection where you really want the bond, not only because you have the Ace of Wands in between the high priestess and another card. It made me feel like when it comes to the passion of a relationship or starting with somebody, you want them to be very spiritually open. You want to connect to them, kind of almost sharing like the same consciousness, while like your fingers touch their body or your lips touch their body somewhere, or vice versa, something like that. Whatever, that's what I'm seeing for Pisces. All right, we're gonna move on. All right, we're gonna move on. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. We'll go. Do I want to stick with water? I'll just go in reverse today. Just go in reverse. It's easy enough. Welcome in. Thanks for being here, everybody. All right. Aquarius. The next 2 months, if you can show it to us. Or if you got to show something now, what path? Go for it. Do whatever you want. Let's see what we get for Aquarius. Aquarius, the next 2 months. What's going on? Work. You're going to be very, very attached to work. Some of you may be attached to work or wanting to have so much work show up that it lets you have fun later, whatever that is. So is it trying to tell me that you're trying to save money so that you can either, some of you, I get this, you want to save money. Some of you, it's to buy, it's to purchase something. Some of you may have purchased a lemon vehicle. Some of you may decide to purchase a vacation. I do feel it's like you bought something, you weren't satisfied with it. You want to buy something better. Others of you, I get something about saving the money to go on a vacation. And it may be at a distance. I keep staring in the distance at that card. Here we go. Like nowhere too close. Show me something. Oh my God, keep working. Keep working. I feel like if you felt like it's been throwing you off balance, some of you, the message is you could feel like you're working so much that it's been throwing you off your game with everything outside of life. Like all the other stuff you have to, I can kind of relate. I'm the opposite of zodiac sign of you. I'm a Leo. You know, you're my mirror. And I can relate to your reading. Holy shit. 10 of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles. Some of you may feel like you've been trying to invest or work too hard to keep a goal going or stay goal oriented. It's almost like I just get this feeling out of balance with it. Others of you, if it's not something like that going on in your life, all this is making me feel like is there could have felt like you had an imbalance with an earth sign. Here we go. An imbalance. Clarify it. Either way, let's see what we get. Yeah. Why is it telling me either the way you were around a situation or somebody, the way they did something, you found it distasteful or they found it distasteful? Something like that with the Knight of Wands and the Ace of Wands reversed. There could have been something that seemed distasteful in a situation. 3 of Wands reversed. Could have, I'm going to tell you, could have been a fire sign. You could have dealt with a fire sign and something felt distasteful, or they thought something about you was distasteful. What the hell is that? Here we go. Here's more fire for you. What else? And there you are. 9 of Wands and the Star. So either you might have felt like you couldn't trust a fire sign, or a fire sign may have felt like they weren't sure if they could trust you. This could have been on a business sense as well, something to do with business. Somebody may have been holding back from putting the water towards that business relationship or building towards it. Somebody, I just get this lack of trust in a business sense, building a business more than a relationship. The only thing it tells me in a relationship so far is I don't want to say the person around you might have felt needy. They may have felt like you're focused more on your goals than being open, or kind of like when they talk to you, it's like talking to like cardboard. Like they can't get through to you because your focus is somewhere else. That's kind of what I get. I got to shut all these alarms off. Hold on, I've got so many. It'll just keep happening. I don't even know how many I have on, but I'm going to turn them all off. These remind me to get up. Like I've never shut them off, and they drive me nuts. They would remind me to get up when my kid would get off the bus, but he hasn't been in school. Summer school ended a while ago. All right. All right. Let's keep going for Aquarius. What do we got for Aquarius? Four of Pentacles reversed. I do also get this energy where you've really been trying to figure out what's going to work and what's not going to work. What do I have to scratch out? What do I have to scratch in? What's going to give me what I want? What's going to help me propel it forward faster, kind of energy. With the Four of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords, I feel like you've been sitting on that for a while. With the Page of Swords and then the Nine of Chalices, it's almost telling me is like, you know what you want, but you're also maybe trying to focus on what you need to cut out or make time available, be available for. Somebody could also feel at a distance from you with the Five of Pentacles at reversed and the Ten of Wands. Somebody could feel like they're at a distance from you, or they can't get through to you at this time. I just feel like somebody feels like you're more dedicated in taking care of business than taking care of the situation between the two of you. So you could be in a relationship, or the relationships around you, they could feel like you don't have any time or free time to cut away. I just get this like you're always on the go energy. What the hell? Here we go. Somebody, if that makes sense to you, somebody that you do look at intently or stick close by, they may view a situation where they feel like it's time for change. So they're either expecting you to change and give more time to the relationship, is what I'm getting out of this. They may be wanting you to give more time to the relationship. Let me put that down so you guys can see the tarot better. Ooh. I don't know. This is strange. If you're in a relationship, and I usually pick up single energy more than relationship energy, but if you're in a relationship, it looks like they hate the fact that there's no communication or very little communication. The Chariot. I feel like they're trying to move free away from that. The Six of Swords to the Ace of Swords. I feel like they can't cut free of this problem. Three of Pentacles also could reflect them thinking that it's going to create a barrier between the two of you, where either they're left behind or you're left behind, kind of energy. It does look like it's a woman that feels that way as well. The Empress is in reverse. It looks like she feels like she's trying to trust or be patient, wait for the excitement for things to work, the excitement to, a relationship, a victory to happen. I do feel like there's a lack of communication extremely, or recognizing that that's what's probably messing up this situation between the two people. Nine of Pentacles. And look she's got her finger over her mouth. Is somebody being silent? Is somebody not speaking up? Because that's what it's kind of making me feel like. Page of Wands. It's about communication. Somebody needs to communicate. Somebody needs to, so either you need to open up and tell somebody how you feel, or somebody needs to do that a little more intently or honestly with you. It's like, just open your mouth, because you both love each other is what it's telling me. Some of you, this is something where you could have wanted to get married, or you could even fucking be married. Whatever. Here we go. Strength reversed, and the King of Cups. They may view you like you are emotionally closed off you're emotionally closed off to all the wrong investments in love. So if you're in a love situation, you may be getting viewed where it's like they look at it where you're really focusing on the stability part of the relationship. Some of you, you might even be the breadwinner or carrying the relationship. This is what I'm getting for you. If you're single, that could be what you deal with in your next relationship. Energy flows differently at different times for everybody, but it's pretty similar. It's amazing how similar it can be for different people at the same time, or be almost of the same accord with a little bit different cutout. All right, let me see if I can get you anything else. Aquarius, next 2 months for you. The next 2 months for Aquarius. It's going to be about fighting for the right balance. I'm telling you, you're going to need to fight for that right balance. It doesn't feel like with money, though. It feels like with everything outside of a business. Business, being practical with you got Two of Pentacles and Justice, learning how to balance out, and then you've got the Knight of Cups, maybe being emotionally available for other people. I do get, like, I am reading a man's energy. I feel like a man is needing to learn balance. I heard the word crucial with the Hangman in reverse. Like, it's crucial because patience is running out and they need to trust the process or start making the right choices and open up emotionally, or they're going to run out of run themselves out of a love situation. I feel like that's not what they want. That's not what they're looking for. But I feel like that's what they need to do, is they need to work on a love situation to attain happiness, to stay happy. Keep things on an even keel. Keep things 50-50, whatever the deal is here. Somebody out there needs to know, because I feel like somebody out there is dealing, and I do feel like I'm reading a man's energy. There's a woman that puts up with a lot of your bullshit, and she just tells you that she's happy and she's okay. She's lying to you. She's not wanting to step on your toes with where you're trying to carry the family or the relationship. But at the same time, it's like, so she's kind of being modest, and she's being, I almost get this energy like she's trying to wait it out, but it is bothering. I just get this shit. It is bothering her. It is bothering her. She wants things to change or build momentum. Just from experience, sometimes people can hold on. Thank you for the super chat, by the way, Susie. Sometimes people can hold on to a situation, but it gets to a point where they get too fucking fed up and they can't hold on to it anymore. And I feel like there's somebody that needs to recognize, if you're not careful, they're waiting. And every time I pick up the energy on this person every time I pick up this masculine's energy, this woman's got the Three of Cups in reverse. What this is trying to tell me on a common sense level as a man is, if you don't pick up your feet or start moving your ass into the chair, sit on the throne, get her on your lap, get her on your side, get her to agree with you, but make sure she's truly opening up about how she feels. I feel the need to express this because I feel like what's going to happen is you're going to be wondering why she went somewhere else. Look at this shit. This card on the other side, Three of Cups. Why she went somewhere else. I don't think it's my fucking imagination, or I'm confused about telling you what's going on. I think this woman is sick of feeling like that shit. That's what I'm getting. And I feel like you gotta open up. I feel like there's a closed off Aquarius who's not speaking up enough, or who's accepting what they say and they're just doing it with all the willpower and restraint that they have. But it's beyond face value. Like, read between the lines. Be a fucking FBI profiler. That's kind of the energy I'm getting. I feel like this man needs to do that. He needs to put the work and effort into that and emotionally open up, or be there a little bit more. Maybe go out. I've got this. These cards already came out. Maybe go out, show her a good time, buy her a drink, take her out to eat, show her she's the one type energy is what I'm getting on this man. Because if you fucking don't, what's gonna happen? You're gonna come to the conclusion that why did this situation die? Because as much as you were giving to the family situation or being whether you're the breadwinner or not or she is whatever the frig the story is, I could have this a little lopsided. I feel too could be the complete opposite for women dealing with this, but it feels more like it's a dude. I do feel I got to stick with what I feel first. It feels like it's a guy who's holding back and not speaking up enough for the Aquarius, maybe an Aquarius woman, or it could be an Aquarius man doing this. It's giving me a headache, to be honest. I don't like when I get headaches during readings. It's annoying, and it's rare, but it's good. It's a good sign. But once it goes past the good sign, I'm like, because I don't want to hopefully carry it the whole way through the reading. But usually it goes away. Usually I forget about it and it's gone. Queen of Swords, communication and emotions. So the balance I'm seeing that needs to be trusted here is it's not about where you're going to go or what you could have. It's about going after what's in front of you before it wants to walk away. I just feel like there's somebody that's got to work on that. And if they don't, they're not going to get the outcome they're looking for. Someone's going to move out or move in with a new relationship, a new connection. Because I've got the King of Wands reversed, the Judgment. Somebody could jump in. If I don't give enough attention to the other person or the other person doesn't give enough attention to me in a relationship, not always, but in today's times, it's not like 1950, 1940, 1960. The motherfucker's probably going to cheat. You know what I'm saying? Like, so give more time. Make your time be more available. And I feel like I'm screaming at a man. You may have to do that. Nine of Wands. You should know better kind of energy. King of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords. Because I get the message. It's not too hard to pull off. The only stress you're causing is the only stress that you should be trusting of knowing what to do. The Five of Swords. You may have had some conflicts, or it may have been hard to open up or communicate. I don't feel like the investment isn't the person. I feel like you're not investing in the communication correctly. I feel like you want to invest in that person, or this person makes you happy, but you're not fucking communicating correctly. I'm done. Like your reading's getting on my nerves. Aquarius, sorry, but that's what I got. I know I ain't been here a while, but that's what I got for you. Hopefully some of that made a lick of sense to an Aquarius out there. Anywho, we're gonna move on. All right, let's go. Capricorn in a second. I might light a cigarette. It's not just because I'm annoyed with Aquarius' read. It's because I want one. Yum yum. All right, here we go. Here we go. Let me make it so I can see the comments. I don't know what's going on over there. I think I saw the Northern Light Seer in here. Hello. Welcome in Raindrop. Oh, yep, she's in here. Welcome in everybody. Capricorn. What do we have for you? What's the message for Capricorn? I wonder what you're going to get. Capricorn, I don't know what you've been getting. I remember for a while, Capricorn was getting some badass messages. I hope you get a badass message. I can't guarantee it. I got to go with the flow of the nature of the beast, kind of. Ooh. You could be having some weird fucking body aches too, by the way. That doesn't usually happen. I just felt like I got stuck or really stiff. Watch out for things feeling stiff, Capricorn, whatever that's about. Whether it's a stiff neck or like a sprain. Watch out for a stiff neck or a sprain. For some of you, it just may be something you hear about, and it may not be the exact effect on you. Here we go. After I light this correctly. Capricorn. Valerie, Emily. Lila, Amy, welcome in. What do we got for Capricorn? And Sunshine, Yvonne, welcome in. Hi, Bree. Good to see everyone. Ariel Dockstar, welcome in. Capricorn, show me something for the next 2 months. Okay, let's get into it. So Capricorn, what the tarot reading's telling me right off the rip, don't let your thoughts trigger your emotions. All right, don't get in a frenzy. Something about don't get in a frenzy with maybe that's why you feel like I felt stiff. Don't let things emotionally get you right now. I feel like you're gonna have to be careful in two senses, not being triggered by people or events in life. But I'm also getting the energy on you as I rub my finger that you are going to have to really not like mosey around. I feel like you're going to feel a little more tired than normal right now. I had all this like burst of like, what the hell in Aquarius? You know, like I didn't really like that it was like, why is the communication all effed up in Aquarius? And then I jump to your reading and I feel like I need to go hit a pillow, or like I know I should get this task done, but I don't want to do it. And trust me, if anybody knows how to shorten a situation or know they should get shit done and they're not doing it, it's a Leo. You can be extremely productive or extremely lazy. If you're a Leo, you may know that if you have either characteristics around your Leo sun sign. Here we go. Capricorn. Ooh. I don't know. I don't have any fire here, but I get the energy you could start communicating with a fire sign. There's no fire on the table, but I literally feel like it's a fire or an air sign. Somebody could want to could be thinking about communicating with an air sign or a fire sign, or wanting to communicate with a fire or an air sign, whatever. Here we go. Let's keep going. Capricorn. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Clarify the High Priestess. Why? Why the King of Swords and the High Priestess for Capricorn? What's going on? I got it. So Capricorn. This is for the Capricorn. There's two people here. And the cool part of this reading is I know I spiritually am connected right now to where I understand this. This is about a mom and her children and always taking care of them and always carrying the brunt, or feeling like almost feeling like treated like a child in the relationship that you're in. Like the other person was undervaluing your worth or hiding something from you. What the hell is this? This is what I'm getting off of your energy. For the single Capricorn, what I'm getting is, so you cannot let things get to you. You can't be tired. You got to focus on communicating and trusting the things that have happened or turned out unfair, unjustified. Let them go. use that and treat that as secret knowledge, wisdom, and self-respect. I really feel like that's the ticket for the single Capricorn. Where I also get that energy on the person, whether it's a woman or a man, that was carrying, and it feels like I feel like there's people following you, and they're little people, like kids. Um, clarify that. Clarify the kid situation. Why do I feel kids on this? What's going on? This is to the Capricorn. If you have young children, somebody could have moved on, somebody could have died, or somebody could just be a part of your past and they don't help with the children. The Three of Wands, the Ten of Swords, and the Six of Pentacles reversed. Excuse me. Is that right? No, the six. It's the Six of Cups reversed. It just passed. So the single Capricorn could be fighting to believe that excitement can show up. Something about that excitement can show up. Two of Wands, making the decision to believe that it can show up, trusting that it could show up. Somebody needs to trust that just because you might have been dealt like the rotten apple in a situation, that you can still change the outcome around you on the single side of things. Now, if you're with family, if you're taking care of kids, and I feel like you've been doing this for one of your kids could be 7, 17. I feel older, like older children, and I feel younger children. I also feel difference in age. 3 or 4 years different, something around there. Here we go. So the person who may have been taking all the brunt of the work, Capricorn, is trying not to let that get the best of their happiness. This person's been trying to manifest a strong, beautiful wish or contentment with inside of themselves for a long time. That doesn't mean you haven't went out and had your fun or your one night stands or tried to date and it didn't work, or you didn't hear from them, or you were too busy with your family to keep it all together. It doesn't mean that didn't happen. But what it means is for a long time you've been doing this on your own. Give me something about the single, the Nine of Pentacles over here, this single person. So the single person, it's telling me, is being very careful about what they're going to invest in. And the message may be careful who you talk to, or who you decide to invest in as well. The Four of Pentacles to the King of Pentacles, I feel like you're very in strategic mode and you're not letting anything get in the way right now. You know, I feel like the biggest message for you is I don't feel like you're going to let stress come through the window. I feel like you're kind of humbled yourself. You may think about love more than you'd like to admit. Something about that too. The Hermit. Clarify the Hermit. The King of Cups. So you do think about love a lot, is what I'm gathering from this reading. Having the connection. Page of Swords. Starting it up. Seeing the change. Maybe it becoming, resurrecting it, almost feeling like it's been dead or gone for too long. The Temperance card with the World. I want to tell you to associate yourself with believing in what you want, whether it's towards the sense of being aware of what you want in love, or towards it's a sense financially. Like if you had a fiscal, like if you had a financial plan, try to aim to hit that financial goal or even go above that goal. But at the same time, if you're not worried about that and it's more of a love thing, keep trying to manifest the love situation you want. Whether you're speaking it out into the universe physically, like I'm talking to you all right now, or you're literally saying it within your mind, you're kind of pre-manifesting a potential outcome. You definitely are. The Knight of Swords. It may feel slow. It may feel slow. It may feel slow before it shows up, or you move towards it, or it moves towards you. It doesn't feel like it's there right now. It feels like it's something you want there or to show up for you, to end up becoming part of the situation. Show me something else for Capricorn, please. Somebody could feel like they tried a business on and it was a failed business or it didn't work out. I do think that's a woman, by the way. I'm going to be very into this reading. I do feel like it's a woman that feels that way. A business might have failed. Might have had a hard time watching the collapse of it. Queen of Wands. But now you're letting it go. Page of Wands. What is with the Page of Wands? The Seven of Wands. You may never have gotten the result or heard back from somebody you're looking to hear back from, whether that was in love or business as well. The Devil, you came up next. And I feel like you're not supposed to let that distract you. If anything, I feel like you're in a very, don't stay in resentment energy. Stay relentless. I don't usually use that word, but I love that word, and I don't use it a lot. Stay relentless towards what you want right now. I feel like that's the best way to aim for you. Show me something else for Capricorn. Some of you, it's stay relentless with the emotional feelings or knowing you're ready to, sip off a cup with somebody else, share a drink, have a good time, start a relationship, or start a happy home. A comfort thing, being comforted. Why do I get? Some of you, it's a matter of who do you trust in the situation. The King of Wands, can you trust it? Is it worth trusting? Or is it going to come in and out of my life? And it's like, if it feels uncertain, you may not rush towards it, or you may feel like you're being fooled. And that may stop you from wanting to build with it or emotionally accept the situation. Others of you, so some of you are coming out of a situation that was really bothering you. Something that you hated to admit that bothered you. And if you did admit it, I think you've accepted the loss of something. What is this? Every 8 is reversed. Like something's moving away from you or you're moving away from something. Some of you, it's knowing that if something wasn't made to manifest, it's okay to accept it. This is very like, I need to accept it. And I can't worry about what has happened or what has been done. What might have been said about me or what I might have said about a situation is kind of what it's telling me for the zodiac sign of Capricorn. And I feel like I started this Capricorn reading with don't let things mentally or emotionally get to you. And if you're leaving the circle of a situation that was mentally frustrating you, I feel you're not really, I don't feel like it's, some of you have already moved away from it, but it crosses the mind. Don't let it cross your mind anymore. What's done is done. You know what I'm saying? The river's going to keep flowing. Put it to you that way. Capiche? All right. Let's go to the next sign. Sagittarius. Holy shit, I've been on here for an hour and I've done like a couple signs. Better speed it up. What? I didn't realize I was reading that deeply. What? There we go. But I had like a 10 or 11 day break. Actually, was it 12 days, 11 days? I think I saw 11/11 either last night or today. It's like, you've been off the scene for 11 days and 11 hours. And I'm like, well, 11/11. Thank you. And then I saw 8/8 after the fact. I don't know where I saw 8/8, but I saw 8/8 like right after. Here we go. Sagittarius, next 2 months. Welcome in, Karen. Tazzy, that's great. Hi, Susan. Here we go. Okay. What's going on with Sagittarius' energy? Show me the next 2 months if you can. Or present, past energy, whatever comes out. Let's see what we get for you. Sagittarius' energy. What's going on? Why do I get you? I feel like you should start accepting more offers or becoming more aware that there are offers around you that may have great potential. Something about this great potential around you. I'm going to make it so you guys can see these cards. What can I do to fix that? 1 second. I might get like real orange, but I don't care. Let's see. Let's do that. And let's change this to a different color. It's too bright. I know you guys can't see it because it's like too much glare on my face on the computer. Okay. Here we go. You start with the Knight of Wands and the Star. I do get this energy like you should be focusing on these things you can manifest. That may help. I totally just bent that thing like more than you're probably supposed to. Here we go. Why? So are you... I don't know, but the energy I've been picking up on Sagittarius is really trying to work towards believing and manifesting. I'm going to tell you something that's going to make you very happy. Something that'll make you very happy or feel right. This is for the Sagittarius that's been holding back from that. It's time to open up the door. Eight of Pentacles, reversed, 9 of... Why is the reading telling me that the changes Sagittarius needs? And I do feel like this is that single Sagittarius person. This to me looks like a singles read completely. It looks to me like you need to invest more in opportunity in relationship. And I ain't talking friendship. I'm talking relationship. 2 of Swords, 8 of Pentacles, reversed. 9 of Wands, reversed. Knight of Chalices, reversed. The Tower, upright. Focus on the change. Become the change. Build the change. Ace of Pentacles. I just feel like it's wise for you to do that. You really feel... I get this content... I get this energy where if you're coupled, you want to build a stronger connection with the person you're with that 4 of Wands. But with the Ace of Wands, you also want... with the, not the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles, you also want to bring more bread home, both of you. It may feel like one's doing a lot more than the other, or one's not holding a job, whatever that's about. I don't know. Queen of Pentacles. So is the woman bringing home all the money? Saggy, are you a woman out there bringing home all the money and the person you deal with sucks with their money or can't hold a job to save their life? It's like they move, like it just becomes part of their past. You could be over that situation. Some of you too could really want to invest in love situations, but at the same time, I feel like when you go towards it, I get a stalling energy for the single Sagittarius. 2 of Pentacles, I feel like you stall against this. Stall against moving towards it, but you want it. You have a very you're in a predicament or in a pickle reading for Sagittarius. If you're single, it's like you want to go after a relationship, or you want to have the other party, but you tell yourself you don't. But you tell yourself you don't. But you tell yourself you don't kind of energy. Four of Swords, 8 of Swords, wanting communication, thinking about it, maybe recognizing something hasn't worked out or doing nothing hasn't worked out with the Page of Cups. Maybe it's time to offer up, ante up. Knight of Pentacles reversed, 7 of Pentacles. Some of you, why do I get it's like you're frustrated with money or the outcome of not being in a love relationship? It feels more like you try to focus on the money thing than love, by the way. If I'm reading your energy, if this is making sense to you, that's because I'm getting your energy. Others of you may feel like I can't be bothered. 10 of Wands reversed, the Magician, and the Five of Pentacles when it comes to being happy, building a love relationship. So that's for the person that's single and stressed out about money and doesn't want to stress about money. They also try not to think about love or don't expect love to blossom. Okay. Now the people that are coupled, they want to see more either work together energy, or they want to I just get like I'm not wanting to give up energy, but the person makes me feel like I need to give up energy on the coupled energy. Here we go. The King of Swords reversed, the High Priestess, and the Three of Wands. So somebody could feel like somebody feels like they're not getting breakthroughs. Somebody could also be having a hard time with trusting what? Hold on. Trusting what? How to get balance. How to move on. The Empress. You definitely wanted to come out. It's the second time I almost pulled it out earlier. Ooh, so there's a female that could feel like you're hanging in the balance, and there's a woman out there that could feel like if you're relationship, if you're coupled up, you could feel like you're holding on to a situation that is not going to shift or change, that the person's not going to shift or change. It might cause a lot of conflict or heated arguments. Six of Wands with the Queen of Wands. Somebody's very stubborn and doesn't listen. The Wheel reversed with the Chariot. You also may have children together, or you may have kids. Strength. The Lovers. The Hanged. Why? The Empress doing what? So I feel like there's a woman that doesn't feel like the man's trusting a situation. This is something where if you're in a relationship, there's a person, the woman, it looks like to me the woman feels like the man's not trusting where to put his foot down or how to stay invested in Ten of Pentacles career. The Emperor's before that. And the woman is emotionally sick of it. It's losing patience with it. Before that, I have the Three of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, the Sun reversed. The committed energy is lacking happiness, or it feels like things aren't being met on an even scale, kind of. And I just get this, like, things aren't working out, aren't matching the way they should match. And I do get somebody sick of it. I do get somebody's tired of it. There may have been loud arguments too. I get loud arguments, and I do get that was in the past, that the arguments kind of stopped being so loud, because it just was like, it felt like it was hitting a wall. So somebody was like, I'm not even gonna like let the tone get any higher, because it's not shifting or changing the way I was hoping the person would do. What? There's something else, Sagittarius, please. There you are, Temperance. Show me something for the Temperance card for Sagittarius. What's going on? You're very concerned about stability, is what it's telling me. And you're not trying to let anything get in the way of what you care about right now. What is the communication about? Clarify the Page of Wands. Clarify the Page in the Knight. Ooh, came flying out. So, Four of Swords, clarify it.
So you're really trying to make sure you go towards things that are worth investing in. Somebody may have went towards something that felt like an opportunity and it didn't turn out the way they were hoping. They may have had a lot of passion for it or were trusting the outcome or trying to. Three of Wands, it felt like it fell apart. The Justice and the Two of Pentacles. You may have had to make a decision to move on. The Nine of Wands, this does feel career related where change needed to be permitted. And then Ace of Pentacles. So some of you could end up in the energy where you move on from a career and it brings in better money. I almost feel like that's been something you've been trying to get strategize or work towards for a while, is having a bigger bank account or not having to worry about finances at all. But you also may have had the dilemma of somebody not really helping in that equation if you're coupled. I don't see that in the tarot. I feel that psychically. But anyways, that's what I have for you. You may have been, if you both were struggling with work, I feel like you landed something and they may have, but they never see it through, or they always have a reason to not go, or something like, I don't know. I don't want to get into it. Here we go. Here we go. Scorpio. Scorpio. How we doing, guys? How we doing, ladies and gentlemen? How is everybody? Hi. The High Priestess. I like that. They have a man and a woman High Priestess in this tarot deck. Oh, I thought it was the other one. I was like, holy shit. That's the moon. I was like, no, sir. No way. Here we go. Scorpio. Let's see what you get, Scorpio. I gotta find that. Hold on, my coffee's sweating so much. I don't want my cards to get wet. I hate that about the summer. Like, I should just invent a koozie made for like Dunkin' Donuts. I'd be rich overnight. Have more money. What did you do that made you so much money? I made Dunkin' Donuts a koozie that they offer to the public, and people buy it because they're sick of it sweating all over their paperwork or their shit. And now I've made $10 million last year, something like that. You know, the guy that's like walks up to people, like they have fancy cars, and he's like, "What do you do?" Or if it wasn't that, yeah, that guy. I don't even know who that is, but I've seen the videos on the internet. Here we go. You have to make more than one size, so you do all right. So if you sell it, you made a profit off of it. Here we go. I'm gonna edge. Scorpio, show me something. Two more shuffles. Two more. Why do I get the energy with what the tarot showing me financially? Are you looking for something to invest in? So are you trying to buy a home somewhere else? Oh my God, there it is again. I've got the King of Pentacles. You could be really focusing on deep investments or long-term investments. Something about that. I kept seeing 10 Pentacles. I kept seeing other Pentacles. That's why I was like, let me give you two more shuffles. But every time I friggin' move the deck, it's Pentacles on you. You know, I split it and I didn't even split it fairly or evenly. It's money. Let's see what's going on. So some of you are maybe looking at wanting to own more property, either more property or buying something. I don't know, maybe you want to buy a home, an Airbnb. Maybe you want to travel a little bit more and invest some money so you can enjoy the fruits of having fun. But it looks like you want to own. That looks like investment to me. Like you're about an investment and a long-term investment, building towards it. Here we go. Scorpio. Eight of Houses. Okay, so I feel the energy around you has been that you may have had to let go of certain situations that emotionally you felt like you were going to be betrayed, or you knew it was untrustworthy. This to me speaks to somebody, or multiple, I'm going to say multiple, there may have been multiple connections around you that you felt, that you deemed untrustworthy, or that you frankly knew they were not trustworthy. The Ace of Wands with the Knight of Pentacles, I don't feel like you let that pull you down to the level of chaos that they may provide or live in their life. I think all it did was fuel the excitement for you to keep working on your desires, the things that you care about. I do think that if this makes sense to the Scorpio out there, you don't communicate with this person. You may also not want this person to come around. You may have your back to the situation. Feel like your back's to the situation. You're trying to grab the right apple off the tree and not focus on something or communicate with somebody that's not doing the same, is what I'm seeing for you so far. And it does feel like for some of you could be one, but it feels more like there's multiple individuals, people in this energy. Somebody may have tried to talk to you, Eight of Wands. So whether it's one person or multiple, somebody may have tried to come towards you. I feel like you knew this was not trustworthy. I feel like you did not want it to spoil what you're aiming to go towards. Ace of Pentacles. You have a lot of fortune energy, or wanting to be very powerful or persuasive with money investment. The Hangman, the Ten of Pentacles now, the King of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles. I am not surprised. The Four of, oh, I thought it was the Pentacles, his chalices. You could also be finding that you're tired. Oh my Lord. So you could feel like when it comes to a love situation, you're not really going to open your heart to the challenges of situations that come in and go out too fast. I feel like you're very open-minded about going after and excitement and having fun with relationships. I see you building relationships. The Scorpio energy out there. You're building relationships, but you're being very careful how close you let them come inward towards you. You're very on a you have a very strong abundance around you, energy of wanting things to work out abundantly correct for you. The Seven of Pentacles reversed, the Page of Chalices. I don't see you opening up. You may ignore some celebrations. You will ignore some. So you may have the opportunity where somebody wants you to go out, but you don't like their crowd, or it doesn't feel right. And if you have to say no, say no. There's nothing wrong with saying no. You can't say yes to everybody. You can't. And I don't feel like you'll stress about that either. I feel like you're making the right decision. I feel like you're making the right decision, and you're staying grounded about what's best for you right now. Opportunity awaits. And I feel like this is something that you've been working on. I'm going to tell you, I feel like it's starting to pick up, or it wants to. I feel like it wants to pick up, or it's gradually going to pick up. Thank you for the super chat. Karina, I almost called you Katrina. Karina. 7 wands. So any distractions in the world, I feel like Nine of Wands, clarify that, 9 of Wands, or confusion or frustrations, you'll run away from it. The King, emotionally, you're not going to be attached to it. You also may have dealt with a lover that wanted a victory with you, and you emotionally realized they weren't fit. They weren't emotionally fit for the situation. This person was it was a karmic situation. You dealt with a karmic relationship, is what this tells me, and it's behind you. I feel like at one point you may have shared the winter with this person, or they were, you guys enjoyed the company with each other around the winter time, which is awkwardly strange to me, but things were better in the winter and they fell apart either in the spring or summer. I don't know. Let's keep going. Page of Swords, the Emperor reversed, the Magician. The person needed to face a reality or an ego death. The Magician's reversed, the Death is reversed, and the Fool's reversed. But the Page of Swords is, I feel like somebody was trying to one up a situation. Somebody was giving you false pretenses of who they really were in a relationship. They wanted you to believe in them when at the end of the day, all they needed to learn how to do was believe more in themselves. The Magician, the Death card, and the Fool. The Three of Swords. This just tells me that I feel like they may have been heartbroken, or they may have had a lot of wounds in their life that they needed to nourish or strengthen up. I feel like you rushed out of a challenging situation. I feel like you had to learn how to emotionally back off. I feel like this is telling me you had to back off. Five of Pentacles, leave it behind you. Queen of Swords, produce the action that's great for you. Accept the changes of reality and what you see. I also feel like you now do not communicate or speak very much to this individual. Four of Pentacles, stability. I do think that when it comes to you or them, you were actually probably doing better than them. The Ten of Wands reversed, and Judgment. So this tells me if there was somebody you were with, you're not hanging in the imbalance of them. You're focusing on what you want for you. Good. And it looks like you're manifesting a beautiful outcome. Balance looks like it's trying to find you as you're trying to find it. It's almost like you're connecting the dots or aligning with a higher power or sense of how to, empower yourself or the situation around you. I don't feel like you're looking for anything toxic. If it comes towards you, you'll cut it out. The sun, I don't think anything's going to deteriorate your happiness during the day or the night right now. I feel like you're going to stay very motivated to your dreams, or the things that you want, that you've been wanting, asking for. Seven of Swords, Ace of Balance, Five. Give me something. Why do you got to be patient? The Hermit. Some of you, it's a matter of just being patient for the right love opportunity to show up. And I do feel like right now you're not really focused on that. And I feel like that that's the best outcome. That is good. The King of Swords reversed. I don't feel like you're speaking to somebody or they're scratched off. The King of Wands, I do feel like you have passion, but passion has to equate to the balance, or the balance that's coming towards you in life. I also do feel like somebody or multiple people fell off the wheel. So I feel like there was a relationship that you're no longer carrying or dealing with, but at the same time, you may have also cut your circle down around a situation. Whatever. That's what I've got for Scorpio. All right. All right. So you could have just backed off from people or situations. That's what it's basically telling me. Libra. All right. Here we go. Here we go. I'm barely drinking my coffee. I should drink more. All right. Libra. Libra, right off the bat, the cards are telling me you want to take off financially. That you're hoping to take off. That you really want to take off financially. It's a hope. It's a wish. It's a desire. Wanting to get. It's almost like you're not so much worried about the finish line. You're worried about producing the action of everything to show up the way you were hoping for it to show up. And it's definitely with money or career. Okay. Some of you are having a hard time with the hope or the trust of it, actually, or not letting it stress you out. It feels like there may have been a lack, or feeling like the risk isn't coming your way. The Chariot. I feel like the message for me is continue to believe you can build it. Make that decision. You got to make that decision. Higher and better communication with yourself will open the doors. Something like that is important for Libra. That's for a single woman or man, Libra, by the way. You're not together, you're not with somebody, or you're single. That's a single Libra's energy. I do not feel like maybe you had children in the past. Maybe you still have children out there, because I do feel that could be you too. But you're single. You're not dealing with anybody like that. Not right now. All right, here we go. All right, Libra. Your heart's desire has been on this for a long, long time, is what it's telling me. Yeah, it's almost like you don't want to be stressed out about it anymore. Some of you have tried to come to the acceptance of it, or maneuver around what's not been showing up So if you've struggled financially, I do feel like if you've struggled to build financially, I feel like you're not trying to let that get the best of you. Look at one shuffle, five of pentacles. You're trying to leave it behind. The emperor. You may know that there was something that you really cared about, that you really wanted. The emperor, the empress, and I'm telling you, you could be a woman or a man, and you're single. You're not. Neither one of them look like they're looking at each other. You're single, doing your own thing. Whether it's trying to be an entrepreneur, whether it was trying to get the right position in a business, whether it was just trying to get the right career in transition. Thank you for the super chat. I feel like stay humble, stay true and tried. Don't let your emotions get the best of you in this situation. Why do I get like some of you are trying to face the feelings of why doesn't it ever work out? Like why do I struggle so hard and it doesn't work out the way you expect it? Why is it so hard? Ace of Pentacles reversed. Why is it so hard? Um, my message to you, and I should take this. Sometimes we take things for granted, and I should listen to this just as much as I tell you, and I really should. It isn't about the why isn't it happening. It's how can I make things happen? What can I do to change the situation? I've learned how to master that, or the expansion of energy for other people, even a little bit from myself, to where it can benefit me, whether it feels like a benefit or it feels like something that is a benefit because I'm aware of it, but I really didn't benefit from it. So it's more ridiculous or nonsense to me. So just trust that if this makes sense. I'm going to tell you, if this makes sense, sometimes we can't focus on negative communication. Sometimes the best thing we can do is just keep going towards the next best thing, or believing a little harder in what we want, not worrying about what you know or what you see, as much as going after what you want. No, so separate knowing what you want and asking for what you want. I feel like that's important for Libra. Um, Whatever. Here we go. I don't know that I don't know why that needed to come out, but it did. Eight of Wands. There could be some Libras out there too that when it comes to a relationship, they aren't sure if they would trust it. Whew. The Eight of Wands reversed, the Ten of Wands upright, and when it comes to the excitement or going after the next great endeavor, the Knight of Swords tells me that could be you saying no, or not wanting to be stress-free, carefree in a situation. Also not wanting to lie about what could become of it. I do see that you've given a lot of thought towards situations that didn't work out. Things of the past. I'm done. Things of the past, double past energy that didn't work out for you, and you're starting to trust where you are. That's not a bad thing. The Eight of Swords, you might have felt like in a relationship you weren't being listened to. You may have felt like the Seven of Wands, like you weren't getting the upper hand, or you were ignored, or you didn't bring as much value to the table as the other. If you felt that way, or the other person made you feel that way, the only thing you can do is look at the situation where you went wrong, where they went wrong, accept things for what they are, and move on. I don't know who needs to hear that, but the wheel, I'm done. You just may have to move on from situations. You may have to recognize that just because there were battles, there were conflicts, that's the tug of war card. That may have happened in a love sense, a love relationship. It isn't about what had happened or what's going to happen. It's about not getting stuck in negativity or toxic energy, not holding on to the past. The past can teach you how to move forward, how to live your best life, how to see the future. Trust me. When I came out here, I was learning that I kind of knew I could do the tarot. I could just talk to somebody and give them a gist of what their life's going to be like, or what's going to happen if they have a yes or no question, or if this person's right for them or wrong for them, and pretty much hit it pretty with very high fucking accuracy. And I had to be aware of that. But as I had to be aware of that for other people, that like the people like you, my lovely audience that watches, I had to be aware of how many times I'd done it in the past and ignored it. I had to really hone in on all the times I was doing it, but I wasn't giving towards it, or letting it be shown that it was always there with me, just like it's probably always been there with you. Here we go. The Three of Pentacles. So a lot of you may start investing in work. I feel like, yeah, I'm done. Your reading is like really hitting home with me because everything I say, the cards come back with like, just speak it to them. They need to hear this. I feel like you're really going to invest in work. You're really going to want to meet the right celebrations or people. Go get out there and be in the right. So don't focus on anything that may have upset you, is what your reading is really honing in on me to tell you. Don't let the past, if the past can do anything for you, it should teach you how to be in the now and how to respect what you can have in the future. And also, show me something else. And thank you for the super chat. Here we go. Anything else for Libra, please? So it tells me you're aware of what I'm telling you. This tells me with the like you're gonna focus on being very independent, or that's what you want. You also may feel like I get this sense there's somebody out there watching where whatever they're doing to feel independent, they feel like they're going to come short of it, or they're not sure if they're doing the right thing. I don't know, but that's what I'm getting. The Three of Swords, the Nine of Chalice, the Two of Pentacles, and then Six of Pentacles. So it's telling me you know what you want, but you're trying to stay humble and grounded. The Nine of Chalice is emotionally not giving in to maybe feeling like a love situation that you wanted balance with. Page of Swords got cut away from you. King of Swords. You also may start emotionally recognizing your worth a little bit more. A lot of you are going to start focusing on your worth, or the being more productive with your money. Just be careful too, because you may hear of somebody with health challenges around you. You also may something about I get an audience on you. You could end up entertaining an audience, or people could be drawn more to the attention of you. But back to this. The Love is reversed, the Two of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles. What I see here with so you have it's like you want balance, but there are things you had to learn to cut out. Then it's the Two of Pentacles to the Six of Pentacles. It's been back and forth about balance, and it may feel like on love and business. I feel like love and business has been very wishy-washy. I have to say what I'm seeing. It's been very wishy-washy for Libra. It's went up and down. So your love life went up and down, or went to shambles, went to shit, however you want to say it. But so did your finances. And it's happened more than once. And you're aware of this, whoever that's for. All right, let's see if I can give you anything else. I'm like, you're aware of this. And then this some bitch jumps out. Your reading's trying to creep me out, but it really can't creep me out. I literally just went to I had a little mini vacation, was in Connecticut, and tried to go enter, but it was dangerous as hell. I wanted to enter like a haunted castle, but they had it all fenced off and I couldn't enter it. Here we go. Anything else for Libra? Anything else for Libra? Show me something for Libra. What's going on next 2 months? Balance. You're striving to be. I get this energy. Harmony, balance, and happiness are essential to you. I feel like your mind hasn't let this run astray from you for 9 months, and if it has, it's trying to stay out of feeling negative condensation or negative at all. Like any negativity that comes around, you're trying to avoid it, but you're also trying to teach yourself how to become less negative. And if you haven't been, you're supposed to be. That's the message I have for Libra. I'm going to be real with you. Like, I'm not going to be afraid to talk to you. I'm done. It's going to reiterate itself. Justice and balance again. So you're really striving for balance in many areas of your life. So one of you, why do I get it's like harmony? So now they're showing me harmony, balance, and a lover. And a lover. Like, calm down. Calm your tits. Like, what do you, like, pick one, pick two. But do you need all 3 or 4? However many I just said, like pick 1 or 2, work on the 2, continue to know how you worked on those, and then continue to work on the other 2. Or if you want to work on all 4, good luck. Because I feel like you've wanted all 4, but you've held on to an energy you knew was rotten. And I can feel that rotten energy where it's like you won't admit that you were sour about the outcome in a fucking relationship. Don't do that. That doesn't get you anywhere. Here we go. The Devil. That's toxic as shit. One shuffle. That's toxic. You may have put the toxicity on them. My advice is move away from that. Who cares what they did? What happened? Who gives a shit? Page of Swords, Knight of Wands. Play with new energy. Play with somebody else that's exciting or fulfilling. While you're trying to manifest and be stress-free, have a carefree attitude. Don't let things get to you. Open up good, strong, new communication. This is the message for my dear Libras. And I do feel like it's time for you to put that investment forward while you're trying to invest in yourself. That's what I've got for you. Y'all might find somebody that really emotionally loves you or wants to open up or has a lot of great passion for you. You might find somebody that respects you or wants to see the growth between the both. Wow, I like you reading towards the end. I did kind of get a little kick ass on you. I apologize, but that's what I got for Libra. Here we go. All right, Virgo in a minute. I already forgot like half of what I just said to Libra, but if I had to watch any reading, I could be wrong. I feel like it was Libra. If I needed to watch the way I spoke about a reading, it feels like it's Libra. There could be another one I'm missing that I've already done. Aquarius had some important factors out there too, I believe. They all have important factors, but as far as me to really pay attention to what I'm saying, or I really don't care how people think or value me, because I've learned how to value myself, and that's power. Let me tell you, that's power. And that's where we all should attain to be. Loving to ourselves, but loving to another. You know, I'm not one to look for trouble or start shit, but I'm not one to shut my fucking mouth either. I can't do that. I don't know why, but I can't do that shit. All right, here we go. Because I choose not to do that shit. That's probably the best answer. Anywho, Virgo in a second. Any mods in here? If you could let my members know periodically through the chat that I'm probably going to go live after this, within like an hour after this. I'm going to go get a pack of cigarettes because I'm out of cigarettes. But I'll probably come back with a Red Bull and I'm going out for the members to answer some questions. And then if I have time, I'll take a little bit of a nap before I go to work. But we'll see. Here we go. And KC526. I just want to say thank you and thank all the other mods as well for all the time and effort you put on the channel. KC526, I also want to say to you, with all the effort you put on the channel, thank you very much. And I had a great time with you. All right, here we go. Here we go. I bet you didn't see that coming. She knows what that's for. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Virgo, the next 2 months. Let's see what you get. See what you get, Virgo. The next 2 months for Virgo. Virgo. So Virgo, it tells me right off the bat, anything that you thought of the past that upset you, you kind of let it. You've calmed your mind. I do feel like this had to do with a close home situation as well. Anything that's disrupted the peace of mind at home, a lover, a brother, an argument with a sister, a problem with the children. You're really starting to calm your mind about the situation. The anxiety and fear is like basically, you know how we sweat to clear the glands, or we sweat. You just perspirate as a person. I feel like it's perspirating out of you. That energy's coming out. It's you're washing clean of that. Here we go. Whoever frustrated you, there's two things I could tell you. Whoever may have frustrated you, you don't talk to right now, but you could also be waiting to hear back from them or know you're going to hear back from them, or you could be waiting on the words of somebody else. This could have regard to children as well, with the six of chalices and kids being involved right after the chariot. The forward movement with maybe a court case. Here we go. So have you been recognizing it's not worth the stress of the situation? Because that's what the tarot's telling me. It looks like you've decided what's going to happen is going to happen. Don't let the antics of situations get the best of you. But if you are dealing with a court case, you may have to learn to speak up or be of value. You may have to learn to speak up. Some of you are learning that, you know what, the only way I'm going to get ahead in life is if I speak up. The only way I'm going to build in life is if I speak up. Or you're trying real hard to trust that situation with yourself. That I feel the need to tell you. So you may be brokenhearted in the love equation with the Ace of Chalices, which is the Ace of Cups reversed. You may be heartbroken in a love situation, but that doesn't mean you can't produce changes that will excite you in life. I do feel like you went through a lot of emotional challenges in a situation, and I do feel like it wore heavy on your heart with the Queen of Wands energy. I do feel like you're letting it go, or you've let it go. I don't feel like it's something that's hindering you anymore. I feel like you've accepted it for what it is. Let's see what else we get. I'm going to leave that. I'm going to shuffle. Give me something else for Virgo, please. What do we have for Virgo? Virgo. Sun, Moon, or Rising. Somebody's waiting the outcome of the judgment. The judgment. It could be somebody's waiting the outcome or the judgment. Somebody could be waiting a trial. I get like they want this thing to come. They want this case to be closed, and not like a closed case file where it can't be figured out. They want it figured out. They want it behind them. The Ten of Swords is reversed. They want this behind them. They're tired of it. The Four of Cups, the Seven of Swords, and the Nine of Pentacles. Secretly, emotionally, you feel like there were secrets too. So you feel like the person secretly doesn't know how to handle situations or invest in you correctly, is what this is telling me. Death, Ace of Wands, Three of Cups reversed, Six of Wands. The Moon is reversed. There's a lot of secretive energy. Hold on. And I don't think you want to stress about it. If you're stressing about anything, you need to stress about being financially abundant at this time and speaking the words of truth, communicating truthfully. I feel like if you are dealing with something of some kind of a connection, whether it's a family member or whether it's through the judicial system, it's very wise for you to speak up and speak truth. It will be heard. And I feel like you can't let anxiety or fear get in the way of that. The Five of Cups. What has happened has happened. And if you want balance, the only way you're going to get balance in a situation is if you don't ignore the fact that sometimes it's better to speak up for yourself or show yourself value and not get stuck on the lies or the deceptions that have been around you. Let those go. Let those go. The Three of Swords tells me, yeah, you may have been heartbroken. Yeah, you may have wanted to stick it out in a situation. Somebody may also, I get this energy, you had to move on. You knew it was unhealthy. Something about the Empress, now the Ten of Wands after, the World first. I didn't see the Ten of Wands, but I just feel like the damages were you couldn't fix them. The Five of Swords, it was not fixable. Three of Wands, moving on. You may have had a hard time making this decision emotionally or investing that it was the correct decision for you and everybody invested. Nine of Wands, Sun. What do you have to be patient with? You got to let things. So why did you have a pros and cons reading? Like you got to weigh the pros and cons of a situation, but also do not hide your value. Something about don't hide your value. Seven of Pentacles is reversed. The Strength card, and then the Star is reversed. The Devil. So I just get a very belligerent energy around you, or somebody you can't trust, and you may have had to trust your higher knowing or understanding in a situation, but you may also have to clarify the Devil. Clarify the Devil card upright. What's going on? Show me. Show me for Virgo. What's on the bottom? So I feel like you were giving. I feel like you were giving to a situation emotionally, or emotionally invested in a situation that had some principle or deep care for. But at the end of the day, you needed to trust your own course of direction. Page of Pentacles. And I feel like along the way you may have got lost until you made the decision. I can't get lost. I have to learn how to say no, or make the decisions that are best to accept to be endings. If the judgment was wrong, the judgment was wrong. But a lot of this evolves around you needing to communicate. So somebody needed to communicate a situation that was being done unfairly or unjust. Maybe it's with the lawyer situation. Maybe it's with the way you're being treated in court. Or it may have been you were being treated unfairly in a situation and you still don't speak to the person. Or you may also feel that you're never going to get the truth and clarity of what's going on in that person's mind or head. And you're not willing to take the risk to be in the celebration. Somebody could also feel that when it came to love, the love wasn't really the love was there for a minute, and then once it was gone, it was gone. You know, like the sea comes up and washes the sand away. It's kind of what happened in a relationship. Over time, it just got uglier and uglier, is what I feel. Ooh. That's what it's telling me. It's 2:30. Let's see what we got. Anything else for Virgo? I'm going to give you a little more. I'll give you a little more. Virgo. Show me something for Virgo, please. Specifically for Virgo. It was time to cut something out of your life. 10 of Wands. It was a burden, and it was keeping you unhappy. Your message, and I feel like you knew this and you had to trust this. I feel like you tried to fix it. I do feel like this is a woman who tried to fix the situation, but eventually you realized you couldn't fix the problems with the equation or the man. Something about you couldn't fix this. Page of Swords, you may have to be confident and comfortable with speaking up, or been afraid to speak up, or worried about something about the outcome. And I feel like don't do that. Just show your value. If you do, or if you speak up, you could end up getting the benefit that you may not expect, the right outcome judgment. 7 of Pentacles to the 8 of Swords, 2 of Pentacles to the Knight of Wands. If this makes sense to you, you may have been struggling with either somebody around you that has health issues, a disability. If it's not health or disability around you that you've been struggling with, you could have been in a funk that it might have made your health go wacky. It also tells me that it's like the situation that may have happened, it was very back and forth. Your emotions were up 1 minute, down the next minute, up 1 minute, down the next minute. You were very unsure of what to do in this position, or it stressed you out, is what it shows me. The Knight of Wands reversed, the 7 of Wands. Clarify anything else with the 3 of Pentacles. It stressed you out, and it was blocking you to find happiness. And you're not really willing to sit with that. You've given it way too much thought. You've let it bother you. Oh my God, I'm over this. You've let it bother you for too long, and you know that. So you wanted to build towards happiness, is what this reading tells me. But then it tells me the wheel with the 4 of Swords. it's like you were hoping and expecting great changes. But as you were hoping and thinking things are going to turn for the best, you fell right back in this fucking energy. And that's not good. And I was feeling that and it showed up. Like, give me something else for Virgo. Sometimes it's better to trust yourself or the ideas or investments that you know are right. I'm over it. So over it. So some of you, it's about being able to take charge and speak up for yourself. You may have to speak up for yourself. And look, I was like, you need to trust yourself. And look what came out. You need to trust yourself. The High Priestess in reverse. The Ten of Pentacles. I feel like you need to prove that you can be the one that has the right answers, or can explain that you're going to do the right thing, or that you've been working towards doing the right thing. Seven of chalices. This tells me that anytime that you feel like you need to stop yourself, or that you're not good enough, you got to stop doing that. Do not put yourself away from the victory. You want absolution? Believe you can have absolution. Leave everything else out of your mind. Something about don't let things constrict your mind or stress out you. Believe a little bit harder in yourself. Open your heart to your manifestations or what you have to offer. You may have been really tired or impatient with the strength of the whole situation. I feel like secretively you are aware that you need to be the one to communicate. If you don't communicate, you may not seek or get the change you're hoping for. And that does feel like it could be tied in with kids. Thank you for the amazingly large super chat. Thank you very much. You're welcome. Thank you very much for that super chat. And I want you to really trust yourself, your decisions. As I'm reading and looking at your image, 7, trust yourself, your decisions, what's best for all. Don't be afraid to be the one of strength. Don't be afraid of the changes that could happen. You need to communicate the best you can. Fuck the secrets. Fuck being patient or believing in just it manifesting. Sometimes you have to manifest, and sometimes it's better to know what you want to manifest, whether it happens or not, but also to put in the legwork. If you don't, you're going to wish you did. And I don't want you to be in that energy. You know, I feel like your heart's in it for the right reasons, and that's balance. So just don't let anything make you feel left out in the cold. This is just a challenge that you can overcome, a victory. You can get the balance of the situation. The 4 of Pentacles, get the balance. You may have overthought that too. I'm kind of specifically reading 7 at the end of that reading. If anybody's like, what the hell is he talking about now? That may make sense to some of you Virgos, but I was giving that person a little bit. Sometimes it's better to accept where we are, accept what we've gone through. And I don't like to do this, but I trust me. I've been through the drama of court. I've been through that on a family problem. And I had everybody and their fucking brother and mother, their goddamn dog, their goddamn fucking pet goldfish against me. Probably talked to that shit when they went to sleep. Everybody was against me until they no longer could be against me. Cost me thousands of dollars that I had plans for with that money to buy the house that I live in. And I wouldn't give up. And I didn't give up. And then the right thing happened because they all became afraid. Don't let the wrong thing happen because you're not willing to do the right thing. That's my story there. All right. Here we go. It always comes back to you, or you can always gain good karma from it down the road. All right. Let's go to the next sign. Leo already. All right. It's like 5 hours later. Leo. Welcome in. I'm not a very violent person, but I would have drowned that fucking goldfish. No, I'm just playing. I like goldfish, even though I'm a cat sign. And as I'm telling you, I would drown that fucking goldfish, choke that bitch out. Honestly, I thought of like a lion, like slapping the fucking goldfish and it like hitting the glass tank and sliding down it. Anywho, breakfast. Here we go. Here we go. Leo. What do we got for Leo? The next 2 months. If you pick up my energy spirit, you best give some good reading. I don't know what you're gonna say. We're gonna find out. Here we go. Leo, one more shuffle. You're done. You're done. What do we have for Leo? That was fast. Woo! You may have to deal with some drama. Fuck. Don't let it get to you is your message. Make the decision not to let anything get to you right now. Anything. I feel like there's a structure around you that's been getting to you. Maybe it's the home environment you live in. Maybe you're not happy at home. Some of you, it could be I'm not happy at home, or that it doesn't feel like I can call this place my home. Something like that for somebody out there. This tells me there could be the environment around you. You're just not satisfied with either the work situation or the negativity around a work situation. There could be a lot of negative energy around career. The Magician, I do feel like you're not supposed to worry about it. Stay enlightened or above the situation. Don't fall below. Don't let it fall below the waist kind of energy for Leo. The nine of chalice, just clarify it. The 5 of wands reversed. It's telling me to tell you to avoid conflicts. Don't avoid them. Don't say shit you're gonna regret. It's telling me to tell you, don't say shit you're gonna regret. Page of wands. Don't say it. Don't say it. You know that saying, say it, don't spray it. Don't say a goddamn thing. Don't spray it. Don't water your lawn. Netflix and chill or something. Do something with yourself, Leo. Here we go. Page of wands. King of swords. I'm over it. So there's gonna be some eerie conversations, or there's gonna be some conversations. There's going to be some stuff you deal with in the next couple of months, is what this tells me. The King of Swords is, you may have to trust. So there may be a situation that seems unbalanced. If it has to do with love, I feel like you'll pull through it. You could deal with an ex that gets on your fucking nerves, is what it's saying. The 9 of Pentacles is like telling me to shut up, but I feel like I'm not supposed to shut up because it came up before you. I feel like you're just supposed to continue to do what you do and not let things get to you. Don't have any worry or drama. Keep that shit. Blow it away. Throw it away. Work on the beautiful manifestations that you want at this time. Emotionally, you may have to see things for what they are. Holy shit, I'm over it. Ace of Swords. You may have to pay attention to the truth and clarity. You may think about things at times, but I feel like emotionally, you may have to hold back on situations that are out of your control. I really feel the necessary need to tell you. If you want to balance things out, don't worry about what's not working or things that could upset you. Make the decision to see through that. Don't let anything bother your motherfucking happiness. The High Priestess is you having a clarity of knowing how to do that. You've got the Ace of Swords and the High Priestess being smart enough to see through the bullshit. Continue to go after forward growth and progress. You may feel like you're having setbacks with that in the next couple of months, or it's not moving at the leisure or pace you want. You have the power to change it, Leo. Here we go. Show me something else for Leo, please. What is it? Ace of Wands and 4 of Wands. You also may need to make a decision. Some of you may need to make a decision on if you're going to give love a try. Something about, should I go after the fiery aptitude or the I'm going to say fiery appetite. I feel like some of you have that fiery appetite. Maybe you need to go try the appetizer. I don't know. The 3 of Swords, Judgment. You also could be sick of dealing with situations where the communication, when it comes in, it stresses you out. The King of Wands, the King of Pentacles, and it could be a man that does this to you. And you can't stand that some bitch, is what it tells me. It makes me feel. I feel like the truth and clarity is you wanting to see change show up. And I'm not surprised that showed up. The Tower in reverse. I was waiting. After the High Priestess came out, I'm like, the Tower card's coming. The Tower card's coming out. And there it is. My clairvoyant said, hey, bitch. I should have told y'all. I should have told you. But I'm like, nah, fuck it. Just let it show up. Here we go. All right, the 10 of Swords. So have you dealt with a lot of bullshit? I feel like take a leap of faith in the direction that's going to work. Let's see what this card is. Take a leap of faith and trust in your own inner knowing or knowledge. Don't worry about the things that get in the way or upset you. The things of the past aren't there to upset you. They're there to teach you, educate you spiritually, mentally, maybe even physically. I do see you working really hard in the next 2 months. I also see you having a lot of momentum. I do feel like while you do this, it's not going to be something everybody around you wants to see. Not everybody's going to like to see you shine or doing or taking off kind of energy. People aren't going to like that. They may. Don't let the stress, your stress or their stress, get in the way of where you want to go. You know, if that happens, cut it out, turn the boat around, go in a different direction. Say no to that. Sometimes it's easier to say no to a person and acknowledge it was the right communication rather than getting frustrated or dealing with it like whose dick is bigger kind of energy, or who's got the fatter ass if you're a woman. I don't know. I don't give a shit. Who does it better? Becky or Susie? Whatever the fuck. All right, the Four of Pentacles. I feel like you're going to really hone in on going after your stability. Some of you also may be very, I already started to do this. You may really start to respect like the earth, nature, being in nature, being around a lot of things that make you feel grounded. I've already did that. So recently I have pictures of it, you know, and I couldn't stop. Seven of Pentacles. I do see you trying to know your worth. Stay away from stay away from arguments. And this does feel like it's at work. I feel like it's not going to expand or produce the right judgment. People may be talking shit, or there may be secrets. Let them be in that negative mindset. They're trying to work out of a situation that they're probably confused about from day one. All right. You don't have to, people don't have to understand you for you to understand something. And I think people forget that all too often in this pop culture bullshit society thing we're in today. The Ten of Chalices with the Queen of Pentacles. So there are some Leo women that emotionally you could feel like, watch out for you feeling like somebody's trying to expose or attack you if you're a female at work in the next couple months. Three of Pentacles reversed, the Page of Swords. I just get, whether it's a friend or it's a coworker, watch out for untruthful energy or people who want to emotionally challenge you when they don't really know what you're going through on an emotional level, what you're playing with, or what you've had to be patient with in life. I do feel like you've had those days where you want to see things turn out for the best, and you're just sitting back and waiting to acknowledge the experience. Something about you wanting this experience. And I do feel like the whole end of the reading, like the last 6 or 7 cards, I fell into a woman's hands. Like this is her acknowledging what she wants, knowing what she wants, knowing to cut out the bullshit or not focus on the bullshit, not wanting to deal with the bullshit. Well, ain't that some bullshit? All right, here we go. Next. Did I do Virgo? I think I did Virgo. Did I skip somebody? I must have skipped a bunch of signs. Holy shit. I think I skipped a bunch of signs. My order's all effed up. Pisces, Aquarius, Capricorn, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Libra, Virgo, Leo. No, I'm just going backwards, right? Just going backwards. Thought I skipped a bunch of people. Cancer. It feels like I did because I'm like, why the fuck haven't I done Gemini? And now we're on Cancer. Here we go. Hey, Sandy Rose. Welcome in. Cancer in a second. Ooh, double High Priestess energy. What in the hell? Cancer, what's going on? That's the first time I've in a split that's happened. What's going on, Cancer? We'll see what we can get for you. Cancer. The next 2 months. Next 2 months. Cancer. What do we got? Next 2 months. Last shuffle for you. Cancer. Here we go. What do we have? That was way faster than I expected. Why do I get that you want to be stress-free? Stress-free or obstacle-free? You also may end up doing something. I get like you could end up doing something as well. Going out, doing something you unexpected, or if it was, I see cancers doing something, spending their time, using their time before summer runs out, or maybe you did do something already. Maybe that's past tense, but it's like some of you may end up doing something. I do feel like there's a crowd of people, even though there's only 2 people there. Here we go. Queen of Swords. That shit did want to come out. Okay, that's creepy. I had them in front of me. I didn't take them. Queen of Swords, the Magician, and the Ace of Wands. So why do I feel like you're trying to entertain the fun part of life? You're trying to have fun in life right now, Cancer, or that's what you would like to be doing. So either you're doing that or you'd like to be doing that is what I'm getting on your reading. The Queen of Swords to the Magician to the Ace of Pentacles. But you're also wanting to work. So you're wanting to have fun, but you're wanting to work a lot. What the hell is going on with this? Here we go. I mean, maybe it's not a bad thing. It's just that's all it says to me right now. You also, it says that you're not trying to be stressed out at this time. Any Cancers watching, it tells me you don't want to be stressed out at this time. I feel like you don't want to be pulled in too many different directions. It's the energy I see with the 7 of Wands, the 2 of Wands, the 5 of Pentacles, and the Queen of Wands. You don't want to be stressed out or pulled in too many different directions. I feel like emotionally you've had enough of that. 10 of Wands, 2. I just tasted something. Somebody could have ate something, or it leaves like that. You don't want, the taste of mustard, how it can have a strong aftertaste. You don't want the shitty taste in your mouth anymore. Kind of energy, whatever the fuck that's about. But here we go. How the fuck would I taste mustard? 3 of Pentacles to the Strength card. So it's telling me, wait a minute, Cancer. Why is the reading telling me that the 3 of Pentacles with the Strength card and the Ace of Swords, it's like you want to build a relationship and you feel like you could do it. The Strength card's reversed. That tells me you're in the mindset of I could pull this off. Ace of Swords, I know this could be what I want, or I know what I want. I know what I'd like to have, but if it shows up and I don't trust it, it's getting kicked out. I'm not even going to open the door. I'm going to check my Ring doorbell. I'm going to laugh in that person's face and lay the fuck back in bed kind of energy for Cancer. It's kind of what I get. Like I get this energy like you're wanting to take a risk. You may want to build a relationship or the idea of having playful fun, but at the same time, you're not afraid to cut it out. You're not afraid to cut it out or move on from the fun. Six of Wands reversed is not given. Basically, it didn't work out. It didn't happen. Sometimes that's a message. It can happen. Balance, Page of Wands. But you're not willing to stress about anything right now. You may be hanging at home, dealing with your cats, dealing with your dogs, dealing with a pet, or you may be trying to find yourself at peace in nature, doing something outside a little bit more, getting out more. So if you were keeping yourself cooped up at home, maybe you're working around the yard or going for drives where you can see open fields or mountains. There's no fucking mountains here, but I feel like open fields or mountains for you. Could be the woods, the tree, could be woods, it could be skipping that part. Six of fuck. Eight of Pentacles. I get like you want to be in a carefree attitude, but you're also not wanting to deal with any drama. You definitely don't. It tells me you don't want to deal with drama. But you're so I have two messages for you, and you did get both High Priestess cards, by the way. It's like you don't want to deal with drama. You want a relationship, but you don't trust a motherfucker. That's what this says. So what the fuck is it? What do you want? Do you want the fucking relationship? Do you want the fucking Happy Meal, or do you not want the fucking Happy Meal? I can't fucking tell you what to do. I feel like you're struggling to balance out what's best for you. And I think you're fucking well aware of this situation. You are well aware of this situation, Cancer. You may have felt like communication fell apart or became part of the past. You may be wanting to move towards it, but emotionally you're like, fuck this. This shit's too fucking overwhelming. I'm over this shit. Fuck that. I don't believe in this. I don't believe in that. I don't want to deal with this. I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to. Or it's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Is that positive mindset? Is that carrying you out of the shit? That's what I'm getting. Now, you may do that, and you may do that up here. I'm not saying you're fucking talking to Betty, Joe, or fucking Roxanne, or Spider-Man. You know, I don't know who the fuck you're talking. You could be talking to your higher selves, your guides. You could be talking to yourself. But if this is happening, stop that from happening. It isn't the right judgment. Something about that ain't the right judgment. You may be focused more on work, but emotionally, I do feel like you feel like it's a means to an end, or you're gonna move on. So you may not like what you're doing. Some of you may not like the position or the place you work at, whatever the hell that's about. Emotionally, I don't feel like the investment feels right for you. You may feel estranged from the whole situation, and you might want a damn minute to yourself to recollect your thoughts or your feelings about if you're doing the right thing for yourself in the position you're in. Eight of Swords is you trying not to have anxiety or fear about the King of Cups, about if you're on target, something about being on target or going after manifestations. King of Swords too. You may be willing to cut out love if it comes towards you and it doesn't feel like it's true love, because it's like you're reading. You make me feel like a riot. It's like you want it, but you're so ready to shut it down before it can even exist, that your mind's already made up. It's like you want to have the pleasure, you want to have the fire, the experience, but then you want to kick it out, or you feel like it's going to come to a means to an end too fast anyway. That's the wrong way to look at it when it comes to your happiness. That's what it's telling me. Three of Swords tells me you got to do more homework, do more inner work. Stop letting the mind get the best of you. Yeah, I just get when it comes to things, you've wanted change, but at the same time, you've kind of kept yourself stuck in an energy. The Empress reversed and the Queen of Chalices reversed that emotionally has brought you down. Sorry, Cancer, but that's what it's telling me. You got to work through that. So, in other words, there's been times where you can be in a bad place or feel a certain way about situations and still do the good. And I feel like Cancer's doing that. But I also feel like Cancer's burying how they feel deeply inside and not dealing with their basement bullshit. That's what I'm seeing for Cancer. That's what I've got for Cancer. We'll give you a little bit more. I feel like there's more work in the basement that needs to be cleared out or dealt with. And I feel like you know that, you're aware of that, but you avoid it like the plague. You know how I know you know that? Because when I did one shuffle, when I had done one shuffle for you and showed you the cards, wisdom card, intuition card, both High Priestess cards came out. That told me you already knew the scoop. When I did the reading, it came out again. That tells me you definitely know the scoop of what I'm saying. This is kind of the harsh truth on your shit. It's almost like you want to adapt into something greater, but you're not clearing your mind of the negative thoughts of it. Or there's two things here. And I kind of understand it because of the way I have to try to dive into spiritualism when I read a person without tarot. So you can't focus on the negative outcome of a situation. And if you're not focused on the negative part of the situation, you can't focus on the fear. It won't get you anywhere. Sorry, but fucking a bunch of people are running away because they can't. You can't handle the truth. I'm gonna spit so much truth it's gonna make your fucking butthole tingle. Here we go. Let's keep going. It really isn't gonna make your butthole tingle. Maybe if you ate some hot wings or some shit. I don't know. Here we go. Cancer. Anything else for cancer? Give me something else, please. Next couple months. What do we got? What do we got? Cancer signs. I'm so nervous to flip that over. You're making me nervous. Oh, so if you've had hard times, you're going to go through change. If the hard times were there with you, you're either. So if you felt like you've had to deal with a lot of sacrifice, you're willing to go through it correctly. You may have been, I just feel like you've been holding back on so much potential. So, in other words, I hate to say this, but I've got to sit down and fuck the tarot for a minute. All right, Cancer. Why do I feel the energy on you is that you're a good person, but you like to be good to other people. This is the Cancer that's a good person, likes to be good to other people, but you're not doing enough for you. That could be any zodiac sign, Leon. No shit, I probably do it. I do it too. But still, you're doing it to an extent where it's like there's no problem with giving, but sometimes you've got to look at what you're not doing or changing with inside of yourself to give a little more to yourself so you can come out of that fear energy or that energy that's holding you back from a positive light. We're not all in positive light. And if you try to say we are, you're full of shit. All right, here we go. Anything else for Cancer? Trust me, we're not all in a positive light. Not everybody you watch knows how to control negative and positive. They just fucking do what they do. All right, Ace of Pentacles reversed and the Four of Wands. So you keep your theme is about wanting to stay grounded, save money, or potentially, I get this energy of wanting things to work out and for you, you become strong when it comes to happiness. But so it looks like you don't want to be stuck or be fending on your own. Not that I don't think you can. I think I hate to say it. I hate to say it. I feel like Cancers, you got some homeworks to do. I hate to say it. I feel like there's homework in the basement that you gotta clear or cleanse. If you start working on that, you'll start to see the things shift. The Ace of Pentacles, the things that stress you out or the celebrations that have stressed you out that you've tried to be strong and ahead of, you'll start to see them do one thing, build and build beautifully. That's what I've got for Cancer. All right. Sometimes things can happen, but we have to communicate not to other people, but to ourselves what's best. Not just about communicating healthy to ourselves, but emotionally accepting situations for what they are, letting go of the fear or the repression that we hide inside. That's what I've got for Cancer. All right. So I do think you've went through a hard time. And it seems like it's always, I don't feel like you're playing the victim. I'm not saying, Cancer, you're playing the victim. Not at all. But I'm saying it's a stagnant energy that if you work on it, you're going to be so much happier down the line. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have so much better views of situations because you let go of all the things that bother you. I don't know if that's just my wisdom, my judgment, my common sense, my logic, but that's what I've got. All right. I think it's a little bit of all of it, to be honest. Here we go. Gemini in a minute. Gemini. All right. I'll let my coffee melt. Gemini, you're going to have to wait. And I know you are patient. I know my Geminis are the most patient zodiac sign going, right? Right? They're like the super patient sign. They make the Temperance card look like the Fool card. I'm talking shit. In other words, most Geminis are not very patient or can't sit their ass down. Always on the go. Not all of you, but the majority of you. I like that. But I love me a Gemini. I love me some Geminis. They're good-hearted people. Cancers, Leos, Aries, Sagittarius, Aquarius. Everybody can be good-hearted. We all just may view the world differently and not really respect other people as much as we should, or entertain how to learn and take from them, and let them take from us on a grander scale of good. Anywho, we're gonna do Gemini. Did I switch the name? I did. All right. Let's see what we get for my dear Geminis. Oh, Three of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. I wonder if you're gonna get a money reading. You might. I haven't. This is the first two cards that showed up, but I haven't really shuffled for you yet. Let's see what you get, Gemini. Thank you guys all for being here. Please remember to smash the like button. I will see you more this week. I will be going live for the members probably around 4:15, maybe 4:30 at the latest. I probably will put it on the community that I'm going to do a members live for the members that I have. All right. Welcome, Nancy. What now, Wanda? What's up, Wanda? Hello, Stacy B and Moon Goddess. Welcome in. Michaela, how you doing? All right. Somebody's moving. Are you moving away? Is something moving away from your energy? Or are you just moving towards... Some of you could be moving towards emotional fulfillment, or thinking about emotional fulfillment, or you could have found yourself emotionally overwhelmed in the past week, or in the week to come. Something about... I just feel like there could be things that might emotionally get to you or make you feel open, like you're opening up. Some of you may be in an emotional conversation with somebody coming up. Others of you have learned that you're not going to stress about the emotional ending of a relationship. So there's okay. And I get this. I get it. So the Three of Wands, the Knight of Cups, the Ace of Cups reversed. It could have been a relationship you were in that you don't want to stress about. This relationship sucked as far as being clean. When I say clean, I feel like when I say clean, what I mean for you, Gemini, is you may have had to face the ending of a relationship, not stress about the toxicity in the relationship. You may have been with somebody that tried to make you look in the mirror, and every time they made you look in the mirror, you wanted them to look in the mirror because they weren't looking in the mirror and seeing the dead tree. They were seeing their own image instead of the death of changes that needed to erupt. I feel like you're not confused or wanting to fight with this anymore, or be something about I don't want to be challenged by this anymore. My patience is drawn in this, and you're the one that feels that way with this love situation. I don't feel like the communication or the building was ever working itself out. It may have come to a judgment where, the tree has no leaves on it, or the tree's dead for a reason. The tree here is dead for a reason. You may have even felt like guilty, something about guiltiness, like some of this was your fault at times, or the person. If you dealt with somebody that was unhealthy, they may have made you feel that way, but I feel like you did feel guilty about the whole scenario. I do see that you don't want to stress about it. You just want to be moved on from it. You're accepting it to be over. Something about I've had the last straw has been pulled. I can't deal or tolerate with this situation anymore. The Queen of Cups. Emotionally, you're kind of protecting yourself emotionally, but you may become emotional at certain times because of what you've went through. And it could be because of other factors of life, of things you've dealt with. You might find yourself emotional. As far as work goes, I do see work working out in your favor. If you had a question about work, things look like they're going to get better or pick up for you. If you were worried about work or problems at work, I feel like you're going to work around them with that, with the Wheel and the Ace of Pentacles. Look at the one card, and I usually call this you. It can be any zodiac sign, but the Magician is having the ability, the talents, the skills, and I see you working through it. So some of you may have had to have the ability to see through the dilemma in a relationship, accept it for what it is. Other Geminis may have had to struggle financially, having enough to make that purchase for something, or wondering if you're gonna get the approval. That goes from that to some of you also may have felt like they approved a situation work related that wasn't the right decision, or you're trying to manifest the best outcome with being able to see. I just get clarify it. I'm not going to tell you what again. What does the cards say? Let's see what the cards say. Change, change. So something changed, and it was either in a relationship or within career. It could have been both for some of you. Some of you don't trust the change, or feel like the change isn't permitting the correct communication. So, and that does feel more around the career setting because it's on the third row. Yeah, the high priest is reversed. I just said you don't trust it. I feel like when it comes to trust or balance, you may feel like you're not moving in the right direction, or you can't help the situation move in the right direction. It might take a lot of strength for you to stay happy or focused. Believe that you can manifest, or that you're abundant enough to achieve the goal ahead, whether it's letting go of a love situation or fixing a situation at work. The Empress. You could be doing a lot of inner trust work too right now, whether you're aware of it or not. Gemini is what it for you to get the High Priestess reversed twice. Um, so let me get this straight. The message I'm getting is you could be going through a lot of emotions, and if you find yourself and you're a Gemini and you're like, "Well, I don't get emotional," and then all of a sudden, whether it's already happened or it does happen, you start getting emotional at the craziest things, or more than normal, more than your norm. If that starts happening, it's probably because you're adapting to trusting yourself a little bit better. You're believing a little bit harder in yourself. You're kind of unlocking your own potentials. What this is telling me. You may also have had doubts about having truth and clarity in the past. I feel like in the past, and I think you're figuring out how to release that. I feel like you're looking for the passion and excitement for life. The best way to do that is to believe in yourself and not let stress get you. Don't let stress get you. Stress is a killer. Stress is not worth it. Stress and anxiety slow us down more than we recognize. Stress and anxiety, I think that's related to cancer as well. Maybe it's a mental health thing, that is, but I could be getting that wrong. But there's no need for it. Nine of Swords, Page of Pentacles, Page of Wands. You may be frustrated with somebody at work. King of Pentacles is reversed with the Page of Wands, the Page of Pentacles, and the Nine of Swords. So I get this energy where it's like you can't blanket the problem, or you can't come up with a solution because the person is like not paying attention. Whatever, they're not paying attention, or they don't know. They communicate like a child. The Knight of Swords, the Moon reversed, the Three of Cups, the Fool, and what? The Hangman. You could have had a relationship with a man talked treated like you like a child, or vice versa. The woman tried to treat you like a fucking child. Nobody likes that shit. Nobody likes that shit. Or at work, you feel like you're dealing with a man child. Whatever the deal is. I got the Hangman upright, the Five of Wands. You not wanting to have conflict with the situation. And you have this energy of, what do I do? The Three of Swords to the King of Swords reversed, to the World, to the Queen of Pentacles. Continue doing what you're good at and let it be what it's going to be. Let the outcome be what it is. Sometimes it's better for you to do what you know how to do, continue to learn what you can, whether it benefits the others around you or not. Accept things for what they are. If they can't figure themselves out, they'll figure themselves out on their own without you putting any hands in the pot. It's a man. This is Queen of Pentacles and Emperor. I almost feel like a man may feel like they need you to come to them, or they may not like that they may not, oh shit, they may not like at work. This is at work or at home. This could be both. You might have been in a relationship or in a work experience with a man where they didn't have your ass on a leash. I don't like that shit. Why? Because they ain't figuring out how to put in all their own hard work, how to build, the ground. run from the ground they stand on. I feel like they don't know how to run. They trip over their own feet. I feel like your decision at hand here is just to go after focusing on your own stability. You may also start wanting to nurture a love situation or have the opportunity of love wanting to show up for you. Ten of Pentacles and Page of Cups. So you may have the opportunity to focus on career and love. I'm going to tell you, this is the next 2 months. This is from the next 2 months into 2024. I see career and love looking good for you. Seven of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, the Four of Swords, and the Six of Pentacles. So it seems like things that may not have worked out. You may have some things you have to work out first, but then things start looking up for you in 2024. Six of Wands reversed, the Ten of Swords. So there may be some chaotic things that you have to deal with that you don't want to deal with, but you have to deal with. Queen of Swords, you have to cut them out because she's reversed. Nine of Pentacles is you knowing you have to do this to make the momentum you want to sit in next year. I didn't plan on reading you next year. Seven of Pentacles, the Chariot, the Nine of Wands, the Ten of Cups reversed, the Seven of Swords, and the Ten of Wands. So there's things that have upset you or have not worked out in your highest good, whether it's a love situation or a work situation. And I see you trying to I see you being exposed to it, honestly. I see Gemini being exposed to this and wanting to. I almost get like you want to fix it. It might not be for you to fix. I would say, weigh the pros and cons at work or at home. If you're with somebody at home, figure out what to do or how to make that work. If you're not with somebody at home and you need to fix something at work, decide if it's worth your time or effort or if it's your battle to deal with. And this is for any Gemini, don't be doing more work for other people if they are not willing to do it for you. All right? Don't do that. I feel the need to say, do not let anybody depreciate you, devalue you, or put you in a bubble or on a leash. Don't let anybody do that to my dear Geminis. That's shit. No. You know what I'm saying? Like, no. Like, trust me. Like, I have a hard time being like, I'm a real cool guy, but like, you step on the wrong toes, you're stepping on the wrong toes, and I'll speak up. And it's like, I got no problem doing that. But it's like, at the same time, not everybody's like that. Don't let people run over you. And I feel the need to say that. Look at this shit. That string on the leash. I think you need to show that you can so hide in that person. Let them figure out their own shit. I think you need to stay focused on making the decision that's best for you, not worrying about somebody else catching up. So you have somebody needs to catch up to you. I feel like you have somebody that needs to catch up to you or wants to understand you, be more aware of how to. I get leech. Oh, I'm over it. I get leech. I get leech energy. The moon, the Ace of Swords. They may want to leech or learn from what you've learned from the past. Grow from your past. Emotionally, I'm going to tell you, that's going to throw you out of balance. Let them trust their own situations. You continue to do you. You continue to manifest the great way you can, because that brings in true happiness, and leave their ass in the cold. This could be at home. This could be at work. But somebody needs to be left aside. Let them figure out their own shit. You know what I'm saying? They're strong enough to do it. You had to fucking do it. Don't worry about somebody else's battles. Sometimes it's better to fight the battles that are going to be the right battles for you, especially if they're not going to be respected or valued on the same level of existence that you had to offer. You know what I'm saying? That saying, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Don't let that shit be the problem. Be the bigger person. Be wiser than that, Gemini. Accept the changes, and if they can't figure out how to manifest the changes, they're only lying to themselves. You came up like this in the reading. When I talk about them, they come up like this and being all confused. They're all confused with balance. They're trying to figure out the right judgment. They may even try to leech off of you or use you to spin the wheel because they don't know what to trust. Guess what? That's not your problem. You know what? That's not for you to stress about. No, let them figure out how to figure out with. They've come this far to come this far. You've come this far to come this far. Let them. You don't have to carry anybody, hold anybody's hand. You want to hold somebody's hand, let it be your grandchild, your child, maybe your friend's child, maybe a child that needs help, or a person that may need help, like outside of work, I get it. If you want to do the right thing, yes. But when it comes to work, just be careful. I get an energy where they will abuse it to their liking and try to make you look like you're useless. And I don't like that. It's a very young minded energy. And a lot of that would have to be somebody who recognizes that you bring more value to the table. I'm sorry, but that's what I have for Gemini. Be careful of that. Maybe you dealt with that at home. Maybe you dealt with that at work, but I do feel like that's happening at work or has. I do for a lot of you. I feel like that could show up. So just watch out for that. If that shows up, just block it out. Continue to ignore the bullshit and invest in the seeds or apples you've planted. Just because somebody else is stuck with dilemmas, it doesn't have to mess up your plans. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to navigate like very smoothly, and not let things emotionally tear you down. Especially, I think especially because what it evolves around is there's somebody around your energy that knows that you're a better candidate or person for what they're doing. And they may put a smile on their face during the day, but at the end of the day, they're not smiling. Just because they may act one way in front of you doesn't mean that's how they act around you. If I was standing beside you and standing beside them, and we get in the car, I guarantee I could predict their life. I could predict how they feel about you, and I just have to sit back like this and fucking wait. And I've done it so many fucking times that it doesn't impress me. All right? You're welcome, Gemini. All right, here we go. Taurus. People are going to watch me and be like, this guy's fucking crazy. No, he's aware. There's a big fucking difference. Here we go. Taurus. Oof. Just look out for that, okay? Just in case that happens. It doesn't mean that's going to happen. There may be parts, you may need to watch your moon arising versus your sun sign. That may make more sense with you, hit home for you. Watch whatever you like. If it was me, I would recommend you watch it all because it helps people find the channel. And if they don't have very high anxiety or they don't fear spiritualism, they're going to watch me. And if they're quick, they're going to listen. If they're even quicker, they're going to remember. That's all you need for the people to listen, for the people to understand, for the people to believe what they believe, no matter what you tell them. But let the time prove the action. And if they remember what was said, if they want to believe something else, no matter what, it's more or less about let the time show the truth. That's what it comes down to. Runs on Duncan's. Thank you, Audrey. Yes, it is almost out of ice. Thank you very much. Here we go. Bull time. All right. I want to be super impressed with what I tell you, but I'm not. It sucks. I want to be because I want more. like I want to be able to pop out of your fucking Fruit Loops and be like, this is what's going to happen in the rest of your life. I want to give you so much more. And in time, I'll be able to give you more and more and more as time goes on. Or as more as they permit. But here we go. Taurus. Taurus, you've been struggling with balance, baby. Balance been on the mind. You've been trying to balance out the situations, maybe financial situations. Whoop. Kind of, sort of. What's been going on? Sun, moon, rising, Taurus. All right. Cigarette time, baby. I love doing this because it's like, I know people watch and they're like, that guy talks a lot of shit. And it's like, nah, I just pay attention a little deeper. And I have a cheat mode. I'm doing it a little bit today. It's more psychic or a little bit of clairvoyance, but I have a cheat mode. I can stop. I can do the cards. I can listen clairaudient. I can understand with the clear knowing, Clear. Whatever cheat code I want, I could use to my advantage. That's why a lot of the times I'm not impressed. It's because it just has to happen in time, or people have to wait to see the outcome for themselves. Or it's something I'll tell them that I shouldn't know and they understand at that point. There's that too. All right, aside from that, what's going on with Taurus? Let's go, Taurus. How long is this? God damn, I gotta cut these shorter. Taurus. Next 2 months for Taurus. Here we go. What do we got for Taurus? Oh my God, you got the most. It's almost too much, but I'm going to do it. I'll count them. You got 5 at once. Taurus is restructuring is what it's telling me. Tower card. Holy shit. You're restructuring. And you're being very strong. I might have had to put in your due diligence about doing the restructure. I get this. You needed to be patient, but also needed to restructure. 10 of Swords and the 9 of Pentacles. You did this on your own. I don't feel so. You may have had to do it. Had a scenario where whether it was taking care of a situation, whether it was whatever the situation you had to take care of, you had to do this on your own. Whether there were hours invested, months invested, days invested. It feels like months. Some of you, it could have been hours, but it feels like months invested for some. And I feel like you were the one trying to pull up the be the one to build towards it. Why? Let's see what we get. Clarify anything you can for Taurus. Why do I get this energy? You're trying not to let your emotions get the best of you. The Lovers and the Knight of Wands. So I feel like you were trying to pick the pace up or the pieces up in a situation. This feels like outside energy. I don't feel like this is your energy. I feel like a lot of these readings today, I almost said tonight, it's almost tonight, and it's almost 3:33. In another minute, it's 3:33. But I get this energy. This is the energy that this energy is being absorbed around you. It isn't just your energy. And I flicked my head. I gotta buy different cigarettes. I can't stand it. I flicked the cigarette so hard I knocked the heads off. Just this brand, whatever reason. It's a cheap brand of cigarettes. But I've been trying to cut back, but I notice I'm smoking more doing this. I need clarification on those. So the wheel reverse did want to show up for you. The wheel reverse did want to show up for you. So were you worried about the wrong judgment or outcome, or feeling like you couldn't trust the right outcome? I feel like you got balance or resolved the situation. King of Swords, it was with communicating. You had to communicate something, or you were hoping to hear back from communication. But the Knight of Pentacles to the Lovers to the Knight of Wands tells me when it came to getting the communication or the getting this resolved, you didn't think it was going to happen. Others of you could have. I get a worry energy. Some of you could have been worried about the outcome of somebody else, the judgment, not wanting to trust what's going to happen, or clarify the King of Swords. Didn't want to go in. I keep them out. You are emotionally invested to it too, and it could be a parent. If it's not a parent, it's a child. All right. What else is going on? Parent, child, or it's a money situation. It's one of the three, or it's all fucking three. You were really trying not to emotionally let things get to you. You may have felt like you didn't know what to do for a while. Oh, I just felt so sad. You also may have felt like you weren't being told the truth or everything you needed to hear. I just felt so sad. It's not cool. I don't feel like you let that stop you. The Ace of Pentacles, I don't feel like you let that stop you. I do feel like it slowed you down in your tracks, though. But you picked yourself back up. You moved out of that energy. This may have went on for several months. Almost up to a fucking year, I'm getting. What? All right. Here we go. Nine of Wands. You might have felt like somebody around you was being closed off, or they didn't want to they were trying to hide how they felt. Something about the devil in hiding it. Not telling you the everything, the truth. You like they were. I get a hold firm. Like somebody was holding firm. They were giving you snippets of how they felt, or they were expressing their emotions to you, or people outside of the event or the thing that happened with somebody you care about. This is different. Um, what I'm getting is it's like it wouldn't they didn't want you to know. They didn't want it to get in the way of your happiness or the what you're trying to build. I've been there. I've had people do that to me, and then something happened. Something happened that I should have been aware about, and it I was there at the right time, but I was unaware of why it happened because they didn't want it to mess up where I was heading a long time ago. All right, the Queen of Wands. They didn't want you to stress about it. So they wanted. So I feel like out of kindness, they may have also felt conflicted about getting in your way and you needing to make a decision and accept what goes on. Three of Swords, Ace of Wands. They're very confused in a love situation, or they were. So I got two things. They were either confused with a love situation around them and didn't want it to burden you, or they didn't want you to put too much love and faith in a situation around them to where it hinders your progress in your future in your life. It could have been somebody passing on. King of Wands, a dad, the Ace of Wands, the Three of Swords. I feel like you were included, but not included fully. Ten of Pentacles, Ace of Swords reversed, Three of Cups. Somebody wanted to see you happy. So your reading stems to somebody may not have been in the happiest light, or somebody who could have been struggling. Maybe it was with health. Maybe it was with a circumstance outside of health. Maybe it was with something that wasn't the healthiest situation, and they didn't want you to carry the burden. They were stuck with this burden. I feel they're working towards moving out of it. Emotionally, emotionally they want to move out of it. They're still challenged. This tells me they're still challenged with moving out of it or accepting to move on. Give it time. Something about the Hermit tells me give it time. They'll emotionally let it go when they're ready. They may not have fully found the patience to do so. Queen of Swords, this person also is inspired or looks up to you, or they know that you're a big part of their life, or vice versa. Oh, okay. What else is here? Taurus. I like this. So whatever this is, it's almost like somebody dealt with a really hard time and they needed some help or guidance, or they were worried about what was going to happen, or how they were going to handle the situation on them, but they didn't want to carry it on you. Um, whether it was expressed, whether others expressed it to you, or whether it was not given expression at all. They were so focused on seeing you go to happy, like the happy high, getting the happy high in life, getting the love, getting the money, not having the worry or fear of the now. So somebody really appreciates you. Five of challenge. I mean, five of they may not have communicated to you. They didn't. It tells me they didn't want to communicate the So you may have known what was going on, but they didn't really want it to slow your momentum down. With the Six of Swords reversed and the Eight of Chalices reversed, they didn't want to emotionally bring you down. They knew that that wasn't the way to go. So it could be somebody I'm going to tell you, it's somebody that could have had a health issue. And if they didn't have a health issue, um, I feel like the message for somebody is you were always part of the plan, but I didn't want to bring you into the problem of the planning. The Seven of Pentacles, the Five of Swords, I wasn't going to let it hurt you. The Moon, it wasn't about having secrets or not letting you in. It was about it not being your burden to carry. Page of Swords, it was not communicated. And it could have been by an adult. Could have been by an adult or a child. I don't know. Damn, that was a little deeper than I expected. I'll try to give you something else. What else do we have for Taurus? I gotta drink some coffee. Kind of scratched up my throat. Very loving energy around you. That's a very so somebody may have felt like they didn't want their problems to become your problems, but they also were struggling really hard with probably with the mindset of the problems they're dealing with, or the acceptance of what's going on. Okay, here we go. Somebody just didn't want to see you hurt, and they knew they needed to trust their decision. Something about that they needed to play with the trust. You know, I feel like this is somebody that you've been connected to, that they were okay with. They may have really liked that you were helping out, or you were there, or that you still are, something like that. But I keep getting the same cards. They didn't want an issue. Somebody was very excited to see you succeed. Somebody was very excited to see you succeed or wanted to see you become happy. Somebody cared deeply enough to see you flourish. Well, I think they were stuck trusting themselves on getting what they want or cutting out things or judgments that have happened in their life. Page of Wands, they are working on it. They're trying to find their happiness, but they are still a little stuck in self-sabotaging energy. And maybe it's via them not communicating to you, or feeling that that's the best way not to hurt you or slow you down. Something like that. The Hermit and the World. This definitely feels like a mom, dad, like a mother and a daughter, a mother and a son, or a father and a son, something like that, like a protector, somebody who really wanted to see, you know, I feel like an elder was worried about a younger one, or the effect of a situation. And I feel like once the younger saw the older, no matter how much was communicated, the things that weren't communicated weren't out of to make you feel unincluded. It was to give you truth and clarity, to not carry the stresses, and just to remember the good things of the past, to really stay strong in a situation. So I get like a high respect. Somebody really had a high respect for a situation around you, even if they felt like things were closing around them, or something about things felt like they were closing around them, or they were running. I get time out of time, or balancing out a situation that had a lot of emotion towards it. It does feel very family connected. The Ten of Pentacles, I feel like they were hoping to see you strive for your goals and your happiness. This is the reading I have for Taurus. I feel like somebody really cares about you, and they know it, and they know that you care about them, and they don't want you to feel sorrow or stress. And it could have something to do with the ending of life, or a situation that could be terminal, like a terminal illness. Somebody doesn't want you upset at the end of the day. That may not be everybody's message. That may just be some of you's message. The Seven of Chalice, the Three of Ace of Wands, the Two of Wands, Eight of Wands. You weren't getting told everything, is what it keeps telling me. Every time I get an 8, it's in reverse. It tells me you weren't getting the full communication, and they didn't want you to squander on a situation, or stress about a situation, or be secretly invested. They didn't want to see you They didn't want to see things slow down your course of life or direction, or get in the way of you finding fulfillment in love. So somebody may have known you loved them, but didn't want to be the struggle of your growth, or hinder your stability. Something like that. That's what I have for Taurus. All right, we're gonna do Aries in a second. And if somebody is sick or passing on, my heart goes out to you. That is never easy for any of us, especially if you were very attached to them, or they were very attached to you. And just remember that if they did something that makes you wonder why they did it that way, typically they're looking out for you, or they're more worried about you than worrying about themselves. That's such a loving, selfless energy that you don't want to beat yourself up about what they did. Just be proud that they cared about you enough to do that. Okay. You had a good instructor, or if you're the kid, so if you're the kid, you had a good instructor, or vice versa. If you're the parent, you instructed the child correctly. Is what I'm feeling. I kind of got really emotional in that one, to be honest. Made my throat close up. All right, we're gonna go to Aries, because that's tough. That's hard. That's hard to acknowledge, but it's at the end of the day, they were hoping to see you, attain happiness. You know what I'm saying? They were hoping for you to see happiness. This is also going into Aries, the Emperor. Aries, are you trying? I feel like Aries, if you could do anything right now, it's to pick up the pace. Aries, I feel like you want to pick up the pace with your happiness. And I think you're aware of this, my dear Aries. You are aware of it. You're the third card out. You may have realized that as times went on, I need to really start to trust finding what's going to make me happy, going after what's going to bring me happiness. I feel the necessary need to say you could be challenging yourself more, or knowing you should. Something about looking at this stuff. The Hermit, and then on the opposite side is Temperance. You might have been waiting, or waiting and waiting, and holding back from giving yourself the great challenges. I don't feel like with the Eight of Swords reversed, like you're blindfolded to doing the right thing. I feel like if things bother you, you're letting them go. You also could be looking to gain a fun time, or a great relationship. Have fun. So something about have fun and have people to enjoy being around the fire with. The Magician reversed, you also may emotionally feel like you've been at a distance from doing this with the right people for too long. The King of Cups, emotionally feeling out of balance, and I feel like you're trying to break free and open up the fiery passion and the communication. You may still be lacking the trust, because you have the High Priestess, where it tells me the man High Priestess tells me you want it. The woman tells me you may be a little back and forth. Doesn't mean it's the woman doing that. It's just the energy. It's a push and pull energy, where you know what you want to go after, and it has to do with knowing about love. So some of you this is a single Aries read, by the way, so far. So if you're in a situation with love, and it hasn't been building, I feel like you're wanting to take the risk. So let me get it right. You want to take the risk, but you don't trust the communication, or if the communication comes in, you still have this fright energy. You have a high anxiety towards trust, is what it tells me. Sorry, Aries, I have to tell you what it said, what I feel, and what I'm seeing. Like, I don't feel that I feel like the only time you're confused is if you can trust it. That's so strange, but that's what the Queen of Swords and the Three of Swords. I feel like every time you try to think about starting or building the relationship, the Ten of Swords with the World, you may close off or cut back from it, or feel it isn't the right, something about it's not the right fit. You get this energy if it's not the right fit. 10 of Wands energy, 7 of Wands to the Page of Swords, but you want to pick up communication, or start from scratch. The Devil with the Four of Swords. This to me tells me you commit mentally, knowing what you want, but then you hold yourself back from moving in that direction. This is a tough read. This is telling me it's like you want to go after love, but at the same time, maybe it's just a good time because you got the Ace of Wands reversed, which can be all about a good time. The Eight of Pentacles is, so maybe you thinking you want to have a good time or make the decision. No, I'm not going to say that. You want to have a good time, but you also want love. This is what it's saying. Like, I almost tried to like butter your ass up. I'm not going to butter your ass up. You want to have a good time. You want to have some sex in the sheets, but you also want love. You know what I'm saying? I think you've learned from the past, or you've admitted the change that you need change. I think you've admitted it to yourself, or you're going to. I think you're getting I think Aries is trying to keep their eye on the prize, and they're admitting, like, I want to have a good time, but really I want love, but I won't admit it. Whatever the fuck that is. Maybe it's because you're focused on everything else for so long, you started to fall in love with, like, silence of it. The Seven of Swords. I feel like you've started to fall in love with the illusions of that you can't find a lover. And you told yourself this so many times fucking over that it's got to be fun, and that's all it can be. What the fuck? What do you gain from that? What do you build from that? You know what you build? You build being by yourself, by the tree, eating the apple alone, when this could be you having the fun victory. And I think you're learning how not to stress about this shit, how to cut free from that. The best part of your reading is if you're going through this or you're identifying with this, this tells me you're fighting fear of anxiety or the lack of trust in a committed situation. That's good. 111. There you go. You're trying to commit yourself to new experiences, emotionally adapt and open up. There's nothing wrong with that. I think you've been on the fence for too long. I think Knight of Wands, you've wanted to play with it, but you haven't. And I think now you know you need to make a decision. I think now you know. The Nine of Pentacles, I feel like you know you need to make a decision. Two of Swords, you need to make a decision. Six of Pentacles, you got to figure out, am I going to do it or am I not going to do it? Five of Swords, the Moon, you're aware of it too. You have a lot of sexual desire energy right now. Maybe it's something in conjunction with the Moon in your sign, or maybe it's you just not being basically spinning the wheel in a love sense or playing with somebody new. So obviously if you were in a relationship, now you've been single and you want to mingle, some of you want it to be serious, others of you don't care if it's serious. But the one who doesn't care about if it's serious, you fucking do want it to be serious, but you tell yourself you don't. I'm all fucking over it. All right, the Page of Pentacles, the Knight of Chalice, the Fool. Take the risk. I feel like you've slowed the pace down, or basically hit the brakes on a situation that you're fucking not supposed to. Take the risk. Jump down the path, run down the field butt naked, slap the person on the ass, do something with yourself. The Queen of the Queen of Pentacles and Death, because otherwise you're just tiring yourself out playing the same fucking mind games. Nine of Swords, get out of the mind games. You also may be working too hard or focus too much on work than being in celebrations or committing to them. Stability may have been something that you've let go on for too long when you should be moving towards, I'm looking at the Knight of Cups, moving towards loving, giving love, to giving the gesture, putting yourself out there, or let it. So maybe you are putting yourself out there. Some of you could be putting yourself out there right now. I don't fucking know. Eight of Chalice is the star card. I feel like you know what you want to manifest. I feel like you're strong enough to manifest it, but I feel like you have to fucking do something. Do it. You know, just be confident and leave any fear, doubt, or anxiety in the trash. All right, we're going to give you a little more. Thank you for the super chat, KC. What did she write? Apple Tree Leon. Oh, yeah. Holy shit. Wait a minute. Which card has Apple Tree on it? Holy shit. I have pictures of me when I was just in Connecticut, and of KC. And I told her, holy shit, I got to see which card it is. I was drawn to these cards at the place we went to. And that's a story time. Maybe I'll do that at the end of this. I don't know. But when I went to the castle, she was with me. It was one hell of a walk to get up there. She was not wearing the right shoes for it. But let me tell you that we had to walk through an apple tree field, and I really wanted pictures with the apple trees. And I think there's apple trees in the tarot. I'm not even focused on, like, I have to zone. I can't focus on the image completely. It don't work like that for me. But where the fuck's the apple tree? Now I want to see it. Maybe it'll come out for Aries as I finish. I don't know. It probably won't, but I guess there's probably an apple tree in one of these cards. Which one is it? Oh, it's 7. It's the 7 of, it's something. I don't know if it's a 7. I know which card it is. I can see the person touching the apple. Are they green apples or were they red? Because I have pictures of green apples in the tree behind me and red apples. Son of a, and the tarot matches. Ain't that something? She wasn't wanting to do it, but I'm like, I gotta get the pictures. Oh. All right. Here we go. Anything else for Aries? That's pretty amazing, huh? I played with them a little bit for her, these cards, but I didn't see the apple and the apple tree. I didn't see that because I didn't pull that many cards. I don't even remember. I think I just did like something quick and was like, I was tired. Here we go. Oh, the card that jumped out. Holy shit, it jumped out and it was sticking out of the card. I'm like, that's the cards. All right, so Aries, let's see what's really happening. That's the, okay. Ooh, I'm going to give them all to you. So sometimes you have to, reach, Aries, reach for the victories. Go after them. I thought it was this. It's the 7 of chalices. I thought it was the 7 of pentacles, but no, the 7 of pentacles is here. Sometimes it's better to remember what you've learned. Play with what you know. The Knight of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles. Whether you're discreet about it or not, go after your desires. Go after your passions is what your reading's telling me for the zodiac sign of Aries. Page of Pentacles. Continue to grow. Emotionally, if you felt detached or like the judgments you've dealt with have kind of made you feel like, well, I'm ready, but I need communication. Clarify that. Because I have the Empress, the 2 of Swords, and the King of Swords. Clarify that for Aries. So it tells me some of you may feel like you're ready. Clarify those 3, please. What do we got? Oh, you definitely may feel like you're ready. Oh, there's 2 here. What is it? Bottom first? Queen of Swords. So you may feel like you're ready. You're impulsive. So it's like you want to communicate, or you tell yourself you want to start getting off the ground, having a victory, playing with the idea of being happy and passionate and building it. But emotionally, you may have a little bit of doubt or fear of the judgment. The Empress of the 2 of Swords, make the decision, make it count. The King of Swords tells me either you need to figure out if you're gonna shit or, like, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna speak up? Are you gonna do nothing? You're gonna sit back and let time pass? Kind of shit out, get off the pot energy. King of Swords, Queen of Swords, the Queen of Chalices, reversed. 10 of Wands. You can't worry about what you've dealt with. Stop believing in the wrong thing and start believing that you are the right thing. For whatever Aries needs to hear that. Somebody could realize or feel like I get this energy, like you feel like you're going to have to do everything alone. No. Or that you're only going to achieve passion. That's only if you limit the belief of what you can go after. That's only if you tell yourself that. You can have true love, and it doesn't have to just be true love and passion. It can be true love, passion, and happiness financially. You can have love and financial gain. Any fucking zodiac sign. You just got to release worry and take a risk. That's what it comes down to. The only person that slows us down at the end of the day or speaks negative mentally, emotionally, physically, or perspirates that out is you, me. We do it to ourselves. If you can work around that, you can achieve what you've always what your heart's desire has been, what you've always wanted. The world. Clarify anything else for Aries. Give me something else, please. What is it? Strength? Yes, baby. You're strong enough. I'm done. That's your reading. The world and strength. You can look at the world. You can be strong enough to attain anything you want in this world. But you have to believe you're deserving of it. And you also have to let go of things of the past and start to admit that love frequency. Put it out there. I'm not going to say put yourself completely out there, but put yourself out there and don't be afraid just to go with the way things are going. Just do it. Just do it. Like hone in on it. Take care of it. Like make it the right harvest, or believe it that it can be something that you hold, like she holds the foundation in her hand, or like something you can take care of and nurture. If you learn to trust that, even if you have to be patient, which that just tells me you may have to be patient before it shows up, or you may have to be patient before you're ready to do that. But you got to stop the no bullshit, or feeling like you're going to be alone. Not all of you may feel that way, but somebody out there may feel like they just keep hitting a flat tire, or they're not wearing the right running shoes and running with the right person. It's a really horrible analogy, but I think you get it. And I think the best way to handle that is to not worry about things. You know what I'm saying? Don't stress about what is yet to come. And don't knock yourself that you can't manifest something or transition into a happy celebration. I feel like that is the key. I feel like a lot of Aries out there may have had relationships that, if they came to a closure, if you were happy at one point, or they started to build, they started to stress you out, and then boom, they got cut out. Three of Pentacles, Queen of Wands. Started to build, the person stressed you out, or you felt stressed out, the situation get cut out. All that should teach you is how to entertain it again when you're ready. It shouldn't teach you to stop. It should teach you to grow and learn from it. Eight of Wands, balance. You may have also felt like you weren't going to get communication from somebody. Four of Swords, you give it some thought. You were aware that it might happen. Three of Wands, reverse. I don't think you bothered it, and then it changed. So you might have got changed. Five of Swords, reversed. Five of Pentacles, reversed. The High Priestess, reversed. Something about you are lacking the trust of something shifting or changing. Page of Swords, I feel like you're willing to make the changes or the self-sacrifices, and I feel like it's time for you to open up emotionally. I feel like emotionally, if you were to open up or invest in somebody, you could have a better outcome than you believe. The Sun is reversed with the Hangman. I feel like the only thing blocking the Sun or your happiness is you holding back on believing you deserve it, or it's going to show up and it's going to have longevity, or stand through the action of time. The only time that we really Page of Wands, Page of Chalices. So it's telling me you may need to take action, because if the Page of Wands is reversed, your emotions are reversed, your actions reversed. The Nine of Wands, you need to trust taking time with the situation, and it doesn't mean it's going to happen overnight. So some of you may. Why do I get like somebody out there's let go of the belief that they can actually have the love that they want or get the balance they want, where others, they just feel like it's just going to be problematic. You can't think like that. That's not good thinking. It's just going to make you tired. It's just going to make you recognize down the road, when it's probably too late, that you missed the boat when you never had to miss the wheel. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I had the chance to have the balance, but if you wait and if you suffer in silence too long, you miss what? You miss the outcome. You're not tied or chained to a tree, and you never should feel that way. These are the readings I have for you guys. I hope you enjoyed them. I hope I wasn't too blunt for everybody. I will be going out for members probably in about, 45 minutes or an hour. Okay? I think I already have the thumbnail. I've been wanting to go out for you guys for a hot minute. I'll be answering questions, and I will see the members then. Thank you all. Please remember to hit the like button. And if nobody told you they love you today, well, I'm telling you, I love you today. Have a good day, and bye, everybody.